Welcome to Channel Devonity, the only show where a bunch of less than desirables drink copious amounts of cider and play Dungeons and Dragons in the heart of Devon. Hooar! Yeah, thanks. Great. How we all doing? We all good?
Your hair looks shit.
Fine.
Thanks.
Blue in the drain.
Yeah.
I think it looks very nice.
I think it does look very nice.
Yeah,
I think we're bringing some colour.
I'm totally indifferent to it.
Should I just get mine done
I have
blue?
no strong feelings.
I have no strong feelings.
Maybe we should just go around the colours.
Yeah, let's just sit in rainbow formation.
That would be a really good idea.
That'd be beautiful.
Why are you looking so puzzled?
Nothing.
It would be nice.
I was just thinking what colour I'd be.
Oh, okay.
Pink.
Brown.
Pink.
Brown.
Brown.
The well-known
that
colour
really
of
well-known
rainbow.
colour in the rainbow.
Think about me going neon pink. Just
Yeah.
like
I'd see you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
great.
could rock it.
You have to do your eyebrows as well, though. You're the god otherwise.
Hook up some lights
And
in
the
your
beard.
hair.
Get a stretch that match.
Yeah.
Full big.
Or you can just do different colours. Beard one colour, eyebrows another.
Two different
full
colours.
rainbow.
Shade. Do
That's
a nice gradient fade.
Do you know, it's a really good idea though. What if, I don't know, let's say we get 400 likes on the video, David will dye his hair neon pink.
Yeah.
Nice.
400 people
Rather
at my
than
work would do
choosing
that. Just to
to,
kill
like-
me.
I think that's a good number
Yeah,
for
just get it down and do
400
it
likes.
anyway.
400 likes and my hair's pink.
Yeah. It's happening.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Consider it done.
Neon pink.
You know what the funny part about that is? We're saying this now, but by the time this episode goes up, you would have forgotten.
Well, I'd be dead by then.
Wow. Well, it's not going to take that long to get it live.
I don't know, he is an
I live
electrician.
fairly vicariously.
I don't know, he has gone through a lot of roofs this week.
Oh yeah, he's got that bruise
I
as
can't
well.
carry
He's
anything like
accident
falling
prone.
over, so chances are.
Well,
We'll find out in the next episode.
find out if
Do I
David's
make
dead
it?
or alive.
Eventually I'm just going to be sat at this table on my own.
Yeah, you're gonna actually have to re-roll me as a character.
Don't worry, we have the Queen here, but we can just use that instead.
It's just a doll sat here that says inappropriate things you have to cut.
Yeah, for the viewers at home that don't know, there is a picture of the Queen in the studio at the moment. It's
It's not ours.
it's not ours.
No.
I don't know why it's in here.
brings an
Usually
element of
it's in a
class to the
different
room, I
room.
think.
Yeah, a bit of
Eyes
class.
are very
Yeah,
unnaturally blue as well.
Well, yes, that's because of her divinity.
It's lizard blood, that's why.
Don't talk about the lizard thing, Chonna.
No one's supposed to know.
I'm not
about
saying
that.
it is lizard people. Just opens the possibility that it is lizard people.
Right, well, let's do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Bad coincidence?
Yeah?
True.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome back to Channel of Devonity. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. So, what happened last episode?
Last episode was a shopping trip.
It was a glorified shopping trip.
It was.
We basically invented the sniper rifle, that was pretty
Yeah, basically invented a sniper.
Oh
which is
yeah, you were like,
sick.
yeah.
We got a pattern for that being made at the minute.
Yeah.
Look at the money that bastard's going to make.
Yeah. By the same guy that's fixing your shield.
Yep.
Your shield is
Something about
finally
driving
getting fixed.
Oh, the Mad Marshes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've actually got a message about Mossy,
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Mossy, the missing one.
the missing Mossy.
He's in a cell.
He's still missing.
Yeah, he's still
He's in
missing.
this cell. He's in there. Just got to believe he's in there.
Rest in peace.
I might let him out
Moss
one day, but
Jones.
not today.
Yeah, he's yeah. We're hoping he's doing better than we think he is.
because we think he's dead.
Yeah, because we think he's actually dead. But, yeah. So hopefully that's dealt with. We went and saw Fizzlewick and he had some more stuff for us.
Yeah, he also told us the most amount of information we've ever got about Squiggles.
Yeah.
The stuff about the life tree, and he could be, sent from the gods to ward evil stuff, and all
Squiggles.
kinds of exciting things.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Norman went to his new favourite magic shop.
Yeah, we went to a magic shop with doors and such.
Doors on
which
the
was-
ceiling and
which
stuff.
was
Yeah.
quite cool, actually.
Yeah,
Crazy
that was
like an
very cool.
MC Escher video.
Yeah. And then we did a little bit of money sorting, didn't we? Because we wanted
Money
to do-
laundering, yeah.
we
we got
wanted,
that on the side.
we wanted to
Gotta
go
get that
through a bit
sorted.
of accounting to see what we actually had left.
Yeah.
And then we took, as far as I remember, we took everything back to the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supplies.
Because that's where we found the...
Fizzlewick told us something about some
Yeah.
spider
The
lady.
spider
called
lady.
We went back to
Sybella.
Fizzlewick and he was all like, this lady was going to know shit about the mad marshes you go into.
Yes, he told you to go and visit someone called Sybella de Chenery.
Yes.
So,
Who is in an alleyway somewhere?
And we have
He
to
told you
look
need
for
to
a
go down.
spider-shaped
In the summer
Yes,
Weather
a
vein.
spider-shaped weather vane that's on the corner of a building.
Yeah.
And you will know where you've got the right
In the
alleyway.
South Quarter.
Because it's going to be covered in spiders.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrecked in spiders.
So I guess we just need to go and speak to her and then go on an adventure.
Did we take the stuff back or no?
But I need to go and pick up my shield as well.
Because it'd be worth taking the stuff back.
Yeah.
We did that already then.
Did we?
We put the stuff in. We unloaded, I'm pretty sure. I'm ready to roll.
You took everything back to
Supplies
the
back, yeah.
wagon.
All the crates and everything.
You'd gone to visit Gal.
Yeah. And then we have to go back in the morning when he's done.
Yeah, but you'd stayed the night in the wagon,
Yeah.
and then you'd gone to see Fizzlewick, who told you to go and see Sybella.
Yeah.
Madam of the Webs.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. The Madam of the Webs.
Divining, she does. She specialises in divining for the location of spider weather vein.
So she's the
a
Madam
job to
of
be
Webs,
done in the Mad Marshes.
And her specialty
to
is
the
looking
king.
up information.
Sarkos? Who's Sarkos? Is that the dude who's the...
It's like Argos, but for wisdom people.
Well done.
Thanks.
That's about as good as me introducing an NPC called Wikipedia.
So we've got looking in the shards. I've written this down. Looking in the shards, insanity is setting in on the marsh.
What?
Yeah, the marshes make you go crazy, but we need shards for your rifle, which are somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
To make the lenses for the...
To make the lenses, you need to get
sniper rifle, and also
crystal shards.
crystals that could potentially make my shield better. and
Okay.
other better as
Yeah.
well.
And
Glass just
they're
went
all
big.
found in
So the deal was
close
we will
by
get him
to
these things.
Catharca, which is a town.
Yeah,
Cool.
we get them in exchange for him doing the services for us. And then also a contract for licensing our add-on to muskets or
Yeah.
rifles.
You know, just to make some bare money
So you
when
can
we sell it
mass
to the
reduce them to
military.
the army. Which is totally not going
Arms
to bite us in the
deals
ass, you know, right, when everyone else is walking around with sniper rifles as well.
Dungeons and
We'll regret
Dragons. Be the big heroes, but also contribute to the military
Yes. Capitalism.
for money.
Use it wisely.
Wasn't there like an episode of The Simpsons? Was it like that?
So,
Probably.
with that in mind, we'll jump straight in.
Are we still at the caravan?
You just walked out of Fizzlewick's.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We're just about to go where he said.
Does anyone feel like we've been in there for 2 months?
It's taken us ages to get out that door.
Does feel a bit like that, doesn't it?
Time just gets away from you when you're in there. So much to look at.
Yeah, so leave the pen there.
The guy just won't stop talking.
On top of our finances.
You head outside the museum. Relics and antiquities. All seems quiet, which is quite a contrast to your previous
Can
few
I just
days.
check there's no airships? Like,
No, you glance into the sky. There doesn't appear to be any ocean.
Everything's quiet because we must have already missed today's airship.
Yes,
it was scheduled earlier on.
you can see in the distance a load of smoke billowing to the sky.
we missed
So
it.
you've definitely missed the airship explosion today.
I had money to see on if it was food or water this time.
It's always tomorrow. It's alright.
So, outside Relics and Antiquities, what would you like to do?
I guess we're heading towards the South Quarter to go and find this really nice sounding spider lady.
Okay. Okay, so you begin to head down the nearby street, going through the market district. Before you get closer, is there anything that any of you would like to say to each other or not? Or are you happy to continue on your track?
How about them crashing airships?
About them crafted airships. Is it still the festival? Is the festival still in swing?
So the festival is still ablaze. There are people in the streets.
But you just
It's
said it was
still
quiet.
fairly earlyish at the moment. It's not because you woke up and you went straight to Fizzleworks. Actually, no, you woke up, you went straight to the blacksmith, and then you went to Fizzleworks. So yeah, it is like it's only about 10, about half 10. The streets aren't completely full yet. You are on the day of Sunabrath, which is technically a Sunday. So the streets are a lot quieter at this time than what they normally
Shops
would.
only open half day.
Only a half day trading, yeah.
It's a good thing we did all our shopping already.
Yeah.
So you're literally walking through the streets. There's various patrons that are they're around on the streets, but yeah, as I say, it's not very busy. It's nowhere near as bustling as it was the other day when you had your little skirmish through the heavy crowds.
Yeah.
But it does look like the streets are beginning to pick up. There's not as many market stalls open today as there were yesterday and the other previous days. But there are a few open. Looks like there's a few corner markets open that are selling bare essentials, milk, bread, etc.
Is there anywhere selling fruit?
Yeah. There are a few stalls that are selling
Can I
fruit.
buy an apple?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Just a singular apple.
Yeah. It cost you a singular apple will cost you a copper.
Can you break a gold?
Really dealing golds. Anyone got any shrapnel? Yeah.
We've got some silver. How much is the difference in silver and copper?
What, 10?
How many apples can we get for a
it's
silver?
right, 10.
10 coppers to a silver piece.
10 apples. I'll keep squiggles going for a bit.
A bushel of
Would
apples.
that be to go on top of our box of fruit?
Oh, we have
that
got a
we
box of
have?
fruit back at the
Yeah, but this
factory.
is for now.
Yeah,
Stop.
now apples.
I'm sure you would have brought some with you.
To stop him.
I'm not carrying the big basket anymore.
No, you would have pocketed some
Can't
anyway,
actually
just in
put it
case.
down,
I'm sure. But yeah,
Maybe
Okay.
I
I
want
will
an apple.
well, there might be a different.
Then what do you have?
What other fruits do they have?
Literally,
Strawberries?
you've got apples. You've got some of the sugary melon.
That delicious strawberry melon thing.
Yeah,
There you go, get yourself one.
How much is one of them bad boys?
one's silver. That one.
Oh, yeah, go on then.
So are you
Thank you very much.
just having the sugary melon, or are you having the?
I'll just go for the delicious sugary melon.
Okay.
Cut up.
So it's a bit the size of a watermelon, but it tastes like strawberry and sugar inside.
That sounds so good.
Is anybody else purchasing anything?
Yeah, I like a Costa, please.
One vanilla,
That's a lot of money.
one chai latte.
Oh, it'll be September soon. That means pumpkin spice is coming to Starbucks.
Oh,
It's a bit warm, so like one of those, what are they called? Sort of caramel latte things. Frappuccino.
Yeah,
These are
frappuccino.
all
You got one of them?
Yeah, it's cool.
Norman would like a pint of syrup. All of them.
Just plain sugar.
Just give me the bottle of peppermint syrup.
We're not doing massive amounts.
Tastes like I might die.
That's the going for.
That's alright, we're going to make loads of money soon. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is there any
I've
other
got
stores
my
selling
delicious
anything
melon.
interesting?
No, not this time in the morning. It's literally just literally
essentials,
early morning
essentials.
food. Yeah, nothing major.
Any fresh croissants?
There's a French guy here.
Give me
You want some croissants?
Give me a perception roll.
Nice. Perception for croissants. Shaft. 11.
Okay. Do you have any pluses to that, or is it just 11? Is that literally?
What for perception?
Yeah.
Oh no! 13.
Okay.
Thanks, Leighton. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, so you do find one store that is selling some. They are selling some fresh baked bread, and they do have something which is not quite croissant, but it looks similar. It's like a twisted type of bread.
There's a guy with an
we
outrageous
find
French accent going, "Buy my bread, you can have it. It is a good price. Unless you're an English dog, then you cannot have any."
You reach out
What's
for the
that
money,
like?
so I'm like, sacre bleu!
How much for this
Here at Charnel of
delicious
Somnelence,
flaky
we don't
pastry?
make fun of other people.
We don't do
Except for
racial
the French.
stereotypes at all.
it will set you back about just for one. So they normally come as like 4.
4-pack.
A 4-pack.
So 4, yeah. So you would
Oh,
be another
well,
silver
for
to get
David,
4 of
why are
these
you
twisted
rolling your
sort of
eyes?
bread. It'd
We
be another
need
silver.
food to live.
You're talking to the ranger. I literally find food.
He's literally that mumbling
Find
going,
us food in
Are
this
you going to
city.
find a 4-pack
And then I
of
just-
delicious
then I just-
freshly baked
the
Then
croissants?
I just
and we have to
point
pay
at the
for it.
croissant. I'm like,
What are you going to do?
One
Find us
4-pack
rats for a
of
kebab?
delicious, freshly baked, flaky pastry, please.
Okay.
how much is that?
1 silver.
For a 4-pack.
So you exchange silver.
Is
The
anybody else buying anything else? Because if I keep writing numbers, I'm going to have no people left.
do you have any pan of chocolate?
Are we buying 1 pack of croissants or 2?
Well, I'd like a nibble of someone's
See-
croissant, please.
There's 5 of us plus Squiggles, so that's...
Alright, we'll have 2 packs of croissants.
What about second class?
I mean, 2 silver. I love the way that slowly this campaign's just becoming about shopping every episode.
It's so much fun. Okay, we've got 2 delicious packs of
Right,
croissants.
have we got any butter and have we got any jam?
Ah, no!
Jam?
I got no.
Right.
Jam,
Okay,
No.
or chocolate spread, whatever.
Yeah.
So you share out the twisted loaves.
Yes,
Do you have any Nutella?
You can
No,
make
because
them.
palm oil's bad. We shouldn't have any next time.
okay.
Destroying the rainforest.
We're going to dish out the croissants. So, we all dish out the croissants.
just
Croissant.
covered it.
Oh. Crumbs everywhere.
You're covering crumbs at this point. Yep, it's all
There's
handed
an
out.
entire croissant sticking out of normal.
Everyone now has an equivalent to a croissant.
Excellent.
Because not.
A croissant, yeah.
Well, that was a delicious start to the day. Now I feel invigorated and ready to take on adventures.
Let's go find out what spiders are. Yeah!
They've got 8 legs.
Huh?
And they go,
I don't think this lady will.
she might.
Right.
How do
She
you know?
might take a life
Have you met her
to
before?
you.
So towards the south way.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you follow the directions that were given to you by your new gnome benefactor, and eventually, after about 10 minutes down the market street, past the croissant stalls and the apple stalls and the strawberry,
Not to be
sugary
confused
melon
with the apple
stalls,
store.
Very different.
you eventually spot the spider weather vane on the corner of a very slightly subsided abode.
Oh yeah, they make sticky webs.
Rickety windows that are boarded up and slate tiles barely hanging on by a thread to the moss-covered roof. And when I say moss-covered, not mossy.
Just opened up. Oh god! That's sacrilege!
He's a roof now. That's not what Squiggles do.
You always wanted to be tall.
It's a better life for him up there.
You see the weather vane above you, and you glance to the left and the right where the street kind of parts in two, and one street heads further off to the right, and the other street heads off to the left, but it curves around. You can't see any alleyway.
Interesting.
Is the entrance higher up?
Give me a perception roll.
You can have guidance on that.
Put your monster on
That's
as
going to
well.
do.
Hey.
Probably don't need it.
Guidance, just give it to everyone.
Just go around. And for you, and for you, and for you.
Wow, it's been a while. I couldn't actually find perception there.
What?
I know.
Self default.
So it's a D. Was it D4? No, that was pointless. Huh? Oh, that's fine. 19.
Okay. So you look up, and you can't see anything other than the roof and the building. Actually, it's a very old stone rickety building that just stretches up and about 3 floors. You can't see any way in, but as you bring your eyes back down, you spot just slightly hidden by 2 boards of plywood, and you heft it aside, and you see the little alleyway that just seems to lead to a passageway that heads further beside the building, but hidden away just enough.
Right.
So one by one, you sneak inside the very, very tight passageway, and you hear the commotion of the busy streets beginning to pick up behind you as a few stray rats dash out. just between your feet, and they disappear down an open grill near one of the sides of the building. You continue following the passage to the far end and slip into a circular courtyard surrounded by a very high wall. There's a gust of air then that blows through the area, which causes a small flock of ravens to flutter up into the skies. They're half phasing into the sun's bright rays as they disappear. At the end of the courtyard lays a very large building, surprisingly in better condition than you were expecting, considering the building you saw on the corner. Glinting with golden hinges that are carved out of a very immaculate metal, they hint at this doorway, which is itself an immaculate metal. You see tiny webs that cling to the corners of the actual doorway itself, and there's a sudden horrible foul odour that just emits from the inside.
Ooh, what's that smell?
Norm, have you been
No? Oh, I don't think so.
Gonna
Do we knock?
knock.
I assume we do. He didn't give us instructions of how to get in this place, did he?
I'm just going to start prestidigitating to
Clean
make
it.
it smell okay here.
Oh, okay. So you are you using your magic missile wand to do it? As
Oh, yeah, I
well?
got to use my wand, so it's just...
Okay. So you do begin to clean up the area slightly.
Disinfect it.
Ugh, it smells like ass.
Do we know what the smell is?
Give me a general
Smell
investigation.
test.
A general spell test. What am I rolling? Sorry, not.
I would actually no. I'd say give me a medicine test. Actually,
Alright, I'll go with that.
medicine. Oh yeah.
I have good medicine. Not today.
I'm good at medicine.
9.
Not today.
I am.
I have a fucking +6 to it as well, so that's a shite.
Do you want me to try?
Yeah, go for it.
7. Just 7.
We ain't got a clue what that
so
is.
Just neutral 0.
so you literally have Zeal and Fenrir at the doorway, not smelling anything. Well, not being able to make out the terrible
It
odour.
smells like shit.
Don't know
Are you going to have
Are
a
you
sniff
having
as
a
well?
go?
Are you?
I don't know what that smells like, but I'm changing it to eggs.
Yeah.
Are there any spiders in the little tiny
Is that a
webs?
7 or what?
So you-
It's
you-
a 7. It's not that bad.
You can see various spiders in the webs. Very, what you little, very standard outdoor sort of spiders.
Can I ask one of the spiders?
14.
Sorry,
Can I ask one of the spiders?
you can try to.
What would I go for?
I would say, do you have the ability to speak to nature
Insects?
or insects?
You said I did.
Do you?
Could fly
Do you
flies.
not?
Oh, you said insects.
Did I say you could do this?
Arachnids are different. But
Okay.
Oh, that's different.
Give me a nature. Give me a nature test.
How many
you
legs
have
do you
guidance
have?
as well.
Can't talk to you.
I got 4.
Yeah,
I got 4.
Okay, so
I got,
you attempt to speak, but you can't make the dialect of it's not
This
communicating.
spider diet is slightly different to
It's slightly
insects.
different to
Yeah.
moths.
That's
I
20.
got 14.
14. Okay.
Medicine.
So trying to decipher the smell.
What's the smell?
The nearest you can get is rotten flesh.
Ooh, lovely. I'm going to give Squiggles a croissant.
This place smells like
Using little
death.
hands come
Have a
out,
croissant!
and they just
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
he's
you, I'm just
happy
going to
for
knock on the
a
door.
Yeah.
He's happy.
It's a
All right.
flesh, not
I'm just gonna knock on
technically
the door.
death.
Okay, you knock on the door,
Go hand in hand.
but you don't hear
Not if you've got
anything in return.
Well, I guess she's not in. Oh well.
Are there any windows?
No, just the metal solid door.
Just the solid metal door.
Is it latched?
Yeah, you haven't tried. You can't see anything. It looks like it's latched.
Can we just open it?
There is actually a knob, is it, to like turn or latch?
If it, I swear,
There's no knob. It
anything
just
goes
looks
It's just
like
a plain door, no
Yeah.
handle or anything to get into. Right.
if anything goes for my abdomen, catch it on
Check my
fire.
chest!
Catch it on fire.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, excuse me, spider lady.
Is anyone else hoping this lady is actually just a
I-
regular sized
She
spider
has
with
I
the
just-
awakened
I just-
smell on it? So that it's just sentient.
Try the door.
Okay, you try it.
like a little dress.
David, a wyvern's tail has gone through your abdomen.
Roll initiative. No, as you put your hands to the metal door,
It's awfully warm.
you pry it open.
Cool.
And as it begins to shift and turn, you see covered in a lot of moss and a lot of cobwebs, you do realise there are some metal hoops. You just couldn't make them out before. Putting your hand through the cobwebs, you use it to just push the door open just enough to allow each of you to enter. You notice that the metal hoops were actually attached to a metal ornate miniature of a spider's mandible, which were very skillfully moulded into the door. There's a creak and a grind then, and it sends a chill down your spine as a gust of very cold air spills out and escapes into the daylight where you're stood.
That'd be nice because it's boring outside. Oh, I see at last.
Solid breeze.
What would I rather have, spooky spider air or 2 suns? Decide in the comments which you would rather have now, and also give us your money.
All is eerily quiet, now faced with the long hallway. You see old patterns of Baroque design that cling to the wallpaper that decorates the hall. Stepping along the hallway, you come to another door.
Should we knock on
That's
this one?
the end of the campaign.
That's it.
Total party kill.
Yeah, or knock on it.
You can see that on this one this time. You can see you can see it stained with again moss and crimson, strange dark stains all over the wooden doorway.
Crimson.
You knock again, but again
Rot lung or
there is
something.
still there is no answer.
This place is full of asbestos. Damp.
Bienvenue. Welcome. And in we go.
Can we just open this one?
Open the door.
You see it. You do this time. Do clearly see a metal doorknob.
These doors are so sodden that we could just walk through them. Fenrir, put a U-shaped hole through this door.
You push open the second door, and you hear another spine-tingling creak, beset with a set of stone steps that are leading down into the centre of what looks like a very dark chamber.
This place is so
Oh.
inviting.
What's
I'm
creepy?
not going to sleep tonight.
You see candles begin to flicker either side of a series of stone pillars, and in the centre of this extremely dark chamber, you spot, just illuminated by a very small shaft of sunlight spilling through a glass-domed window pane high above, 2 females dressed in fine silks, one with a red gown on and another with a white gown, and they both sit beside a stone fountain, water feeding into this pool, just creating a very tranquil experience. Their hair's black, pulled up into a knot, and hangs perfectly to frame their eloquently youngish faces.
I do well with doors,
Women.
not so much with women. So I think this is rather your kettle of fish than mine. Plus, if they tag, I'm further away.
As you caress your
As I stand behind a pillar and load both the guns.
Yes, disadvantage
Whoa.
versus brilliant.
Fizzlewick
We're
recommended
expecting
that
one
we
of
come
these
and speak to
people.
this lady, right?
Yeah.
I say we just
She's
say
not
hello.
going to hurt us.
Ah, but which
I
one?
think we need,
Yeah. Yes.
we need to be
That's if
out,
that's also
mentioning
this
Fizzlewick's name.
woman is who he was recommending, not the 2 women that ate the woman who was recommending.
You think we've gone to the wrong house?
Added the spiders a very own theme.
Well, don't know. It might be the wrong spider house, it could be the other ones.
I'm guessing they're hearing this conversation. Excuse me.
What if they're just 3 spiders in a dress?
Right, sort it.
I'm
I'm just going to go,
So
morning, ladies.
So where you are at the
Thumbing a
moment, you're at the
basketball.
top of the doorway, which has a set of stone steps leading into the chamber. So you can see the ladies that are sat around the fountain, but that's in the centre of the chamber, so it's a fair way away from you.
Oh, I don't see you. Well, I can shout.
You can
Morning, ladies.
Good morning!
I'm tearing the packet off the musket ball, and I'm just thumbing it in the end, and just like,
You can
Right.
stay here if you want.
I'm just gonna slap my arm on the back of Fenrir's shoulder and go, shall we?
All right.
I'm just gonna go down the stairs.
I'm going to
We'll go down the
stay at
stairs.
the back.
Okay.
We'll be the meat shields in front, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Okay, so you two are heading forward.
Yep.
I'll know if I'm
So, Fenrir, you on point? Okay, then as you're on point, can you give me a perception?
Dress as well?
Yes.
Yes, I
The
can.
guidance, because I
subbed it
am
out
giving
for a
you a slap on the
token.
back.
But I could be wrong.
17.
Add another D4 on that.
You won't. That's good enough.
That's fine.
So, as you begin to make your way down the stone steps, the darkness which is surrounding you, and it kind of masks what's potentially in the rest of the chamber.
Does it though? Because I can see 300 feet in darkness, and I can make everyone else see in darkness as well.
Oh,
But you
there it
haven't
is.
yet, so-
The D&D player has to bring up that they've got dark vision.
I can give everybody
So
dark
much
vision.
dark fish.
Amazing.
And
Dark
from the
vision.
corner of your eyes, you see something very huge move.
Oh, God, there's a big spider in there.
You see mandibles and legs then snap. As inhumanly as just behind you, you notice two large spiders.
You just hear me cackling at the top of the stairs.
Told you.
Fuck you!
These very huge spider-like bodies begin to crawl away from the doorway that you've just been coming into.
So they're closer to you than they are to us.
And they begin to slink
I
back
have the gun.
into the depths of the tall chamber, high above.
Okay.
You continue to make your way towards the two women then, and as you get closer, you see from the fountain their faces suddenly snap towards all of you.
Hello.
They look frightened for that split second, and then jittering and rattling from side to side in a monstrous way. You see their eyes widen as tiny slits begin to open wide just above their forehead to reveal little red orbs, flashing and glinting in the darkness. 4, in fact. They screech out, and they seem to look more panicked, as from the side of their bodies you see large appendages sprout black legs.
Chris,
And slowly their spider legs.
why do you hate us?
You just hear me, they go, "Ee," and I'm like, ah! I fucking hate this place!
And you see, these large spider legs that have now sprouted from their sides. They cower away.
Of course
It's kind
they
of
do.
you cower, they cower. They cower away to either corner of the chamber, and then you see them one by one begin to crawl up the wall abnormally, almost in sync with each other, and just disappear into the darkness.
Like there's
Always
a normal way to crawl up a wall. To crawl up the wall abnormally.
Yeah, totally normally.
So you see their torsos twisted and legs moving the way they shouldn't.
Amazing.
They must do yoga.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hammer down just as a sign of like I'm peaceful.
Yeah, I'm just going to put my hands good. We mean you no harm. We're just here to say hello.
I'm cocky.
Sorry we interrupted whatever you were doing.
Your fountain pondering.
Yeah. We're not here for the water, don't want us.
Yeah.
So,
To know your many lovely spiders.
Yeah. We were sent here by a mutual friend.
You hear this howl of laughter then that rings out around the chamber as little green orbs blaze up ahead of you, just past the fountain, shimmering to life, and resonating rays illuminate a large throne with a very beautiful woman. Black hair placed up in a bun, similar to the two women you saw previously. Bones of some description used as hair grips. Her green long garment hangs open, barely covering her modesty, and her chest barely covered, revealing pale skin. As white as porcelain, yet she commands a very chilling beauty of her own. Long bony hands clutch the sides, of her throne with equally long black nails twisting to tap quizzically at the arms. "Oh, you scared them? Tut tut. It's okay, sweetlings. These are guests."
The gnome that runs the magic shop?
You just all you can hear is this in the background of me trying to light the petrol bomb in my hand.
You have to burn everything.
But it's okay.
Around the throne you can spot hundreds of webs of all different sizes, intricately weaved behind her. Almost they create like an impenetrable wall of webs. And you see an occasional shimmer and shake of the webs that give away the glinting carapaces of more huge spiders that are slithering over the white sticky strands.
Good thing Fenrir is not scared of spiders, isn't it?
She stares at all of you. Perhaps we have lunch right into the lion's den.
Yeah, we didn't. There wasn't a doorbell, so we just kind of made our way in, if that's all right.
You must be the beautiful Lady Sybella.
I am she. You see a sickening grin that curves over her lips as she leans forward on her throne.
Alright, I'm ready.
The grin is so intense that it almost looks like her cheeks split.
She's got a Chelsea smell.
She just gets better and better.
Oh, sweet pig.
Several large spiders then begin to scuttle from the long strands of interlocked webs. Pedipalps lifting as if to strike when the woman turns her head to each of them. A flurry of strange skittling and snapping sounds uttered to them as they slowly back away back to the web. She reaches one hand out as one of the large purple carapace spiders scuttles toward her. She strokes it on the head, very lovingly, almost like it was her own pet. Her eyes flash again as she smirks back to you all. "We shall feast soon, darlings. Stay your appetite." "I am intrigued. I do not get many guests in my court. What can I, Sybella the Shenry, Madam of the Webs, do for my visitors?"
Well, thank you for not having us eaten.
It's
We
We have some croissants if you want one.
We appreciate that greatly. We have been sent here by, I hope, a respected friend of yours, Fizzlewick.
Oh, Fizzlewick, yes. What a little darling.
He is a good man. He is a benefactor of ours. And he recommended that we come and speak to you ahead of our mission to the Mad Marshes.
And what is this mission?
Find shit, get rich.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're catching massive flies.
We're after some antiquities, I believe.
Antiquities.
Antiquities! Sound like Del Boy. Antiquities!
Come on, Rodney, we'll get some antiquities.
Hidden treasures and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Slay the
we are to
monster
go
at the
to
end of the dungeon
the
and find the porcelain.
Yeah.
tomb of the old king,
Apparently it looks like a big skull, from what we've heard.
and we are to find as many things of interest and worth as we can.
Yeah, poor
So-
Fizzlewick has fallen on hard times and we're helping him get back on his feet, shall we say.
We're trying to get his sand skimmer out of the impound. The spiders want me.
She taps a very long nail on her cheek.
Protection of the
Well, Fizzlewick has no more favours left with me. But I can help with your little conundrum. You'll scratch my cephalothorax and I will scratch yours.
No problem.
I have a little itch I need to dealt with. In fact, this will help you with the answers that you seek too.
Right.
Sweet question.
Almost a week ago, I lost contact with a webway under our very feet. It's crucial to my connection to the weave. Without it, I cannot read further ahead. Something or someone has disrupted my well laid out webs. I did send one of my quad to investigate, but they never returned.
Right.
I need you to... Well, if you want your answers, I need you to make your way to the dust bed, and you'll find an access point to the sewers. Find out why my spiders can't traverse the webways, solve the problem, and free the webways again, then return to me, and we'll find your hidden tomb.
Right, sounds simple enough, I guess. A little bit more information about what this webway is. Is it actually a web?
Of course. Look behind me.
Right, I'll look behind you.
As you see the long, connecting, interweaving webs, she motions to the huge catastrophe of webs. Even though it's catastrophic, it's in its appearance, it's also woven in such a way that it's got its own, well, it commands its own beauty.
Are you sure
This
you
is
used
the
right
weave.
word?
This is how I connect to
Well,
all of
guess
Profesca.
does the information travel through it to you? Is that how it works?
It works in a kind of way of... how do I say this?
World Wide Web.
Sounds. I see what they see. When she says they, she points to the spider nearby.
Oh,
She
so
strokes
they
its head.
communicate back to you for what they say.
Yeah.
It's like Morse code.
Via the webs.
Yes.
It's like a
Vibration.
familiar
Morse
spell.
code.
but
Vibrations on the webway.
Okay.
Right, and someone's cut part of that webway out. Or it's a
Something's
dead connection somewhere.
blocking something.
How
down
would
there.
one of us repair the web? We're not spiders. I'm just like the violent. How would one repair it?
You do not have to worry about repairing.
I'll find the damage and then you'll come fix it. Right, sweet, thank you.
I'm guessing
Send a
you'll
call out
send one
spider.
of your children or friends or wherever you...
Yes,
To repair it
one of my
afterwards?
friends.
Is that what my friend's alluded to, I think? In the back there, hiding away?
Yeah, we'll just double tap them away.
Do you have any suspicion as to who might have done this?
There are many, many things in the dark that you
We know that.
mortals don't understand.
Is
but
there
they're
anyone
out there.
particular that would benefit from you not knowing stuff?
Oh, there are plenty of things out there that would benefit from stopping my work.
Just trying to narrow the field down a bit here, like, so we know what we're dealing with. We're not just fumbling around in the dark, if you know what I mean.
I'm afraid any
what I think.
spider I have sent out has come back with nothing for me, other than their
Even they don't know
carcass.
what's happening.
They don't return.
Right.
Okay.
So how far in the sewers is this problem, or breaking the webway?
I
Roughly,
have
give or
nothing
take.
from the moment of the sewer access. There is no
So you can't feel anything at all in the sewers?
no vibrations.
Right, so
Okay.
potentially, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I know cities and sewers can go on for miles and miles. It would have been nice to know roughly whereabout we needed to go, but
I
I
can
guess
tell
we'll
you.
find out when we get down there.
Yep.
I can tell you the best access point.
That works for me if we can get access for it.
You'll find the dust bed just north of here. About 20 minutes walk.
Right. Is that under the sea? I'm assuming the sea is floating above and... it's-
Oh, darling, you really haven't been to Judizza for very long, have you?
well, not many floating seas, no. Can't say.
The dust bed is a long stretch that collects all of the sands from the sandstorms and filters it back out over the plateau and into
Like a giant
the
sieve.
vast wastes. Yes, like a giant sieve. Our kind of filtration system.
Like a sewer. Yeah.
So you look, the dust bed is like a river of sand,
Right.
which runs through Judizza.
So
And
I'm
out.
literally the bottom of the city.
Yes. Head north, 20 minutes and you'll know when you found it.
Okay.
Oh, minutes. I thought you said meters at first. Like, it's over there.
No, 20 minutes.
Couldn't you just done that yourself? So if we go down there and fix your problem, you'll be able to help us.
Locate this tomb.
Yeah, as my friend said.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, because my connection to the weave will be complete, and then I can search for your little tomb.
That's one of my spiders, Jeeves.
Okay.
Just another question: if we find whoever is responsible for this, do you want us to do? Do you want us to bring them back, or do you just want them gone?
I want them gone. What you do with them is up to you. Just
I mean,
make
like,
sure
as in
they...
if there's a more nefarious thing behind it, like someone in particular wanted this to happen, would you be interested in knowing who that person is?
Mortal affairs do not really concern me.
Well, just in case they try again. I mean, if you say, like you said, you've got many people that'd be interested in blocking your webways, I mean, what's to stop them doing it again?
Can we kill them?
Or rather, can we stop them doing it? Because I don't want to go stopping it and then come all the way back to you and then go, oh no, they've done it again, or they sent someone else down to do it again.
If you think you can stop it, whatever it is, then yes, stop it.
Right.
Alright.
Feed me back the information, tell me what it was, and we will go from
Is
there.
that worth anything to you? Is
Can we
anyone particularly
please leave the
behind it?
spooky spider tent?
Don't know who's behind it, otherwise I would already have dealt with it
No, that's
myself.
mean as
I
if
don't
we
know, I'm
find out
sure
who it
it's your
is.
elbow I'm stroking.
Is that valuable bit of information?
No, I'm on the floor.
The valuable information is that I will help you find your tomb. If you don't want to know, then be off.
Fine, I just want to know where we stand, that's all. I mean, like I said,
We'll see what we can do.
we don't work for free, if you know what I mean.
And you're not. You want information. I broker information. This is what I'm giving you.
I'm just going to start crawling out of the building.
I think my friends are getting a bit antsy and they perhaps want to leave. But yeah, we'll see what we can do and then we'll,
I think it's time for
I guess, come back and report it.
Get the
Yes,
cobwebs
come
out of
back.
the beard.
Let me know.
Very well, hopefully this won't take too long.
Yeah,
Shall we make a move from it?
Let's do it.
My children will be most appreciative. Now go. Scatter, scatter. My lovely darlings, they get very hungry very quick.
Yeah, we'll bed you a Jew.
A bit
Goodbye.
like a croissant. Not sure we've got any.
And
Lovely
we'll,
to meet you.
To turn
And
peace and
you.
start going, I think.
I was
I'd
gonna
like to
push Seal out.
prestidigitate the urine out of my trousers.
Okay, you do.
Thank you.
Take the piss out of my bridges.
Yeah, we're kind of leaving, but briskly leaving.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're running, but we're kind of like,
Go, Seal, go.
we've got things to do.
As you are heading back through the chamber and get back up the steps, you do hear like scuttles of larger mandibles, like heading your way, almost as if what control she had might have lessened now that
It was wavering.
yeah.
That's why we're like
Steps,
briskly
steps,
leaving.
up steps. Go,
Come on, everyone out!
Go. Up the
We're done
hallway.
here.
Go on.
You know, I'm just going to say it. I don't like it in there.
Maybe don't tell them that. They can't keep moving. We'll talk about it outside.
Get through the doors and get outside.
We'll get outside as briskly and as quickly as we can without it like we're running away.
Okay, you
Bravely running
manage to
away.
spill back out into the in the courtyard, and very quickly close the door. As a sort of gust of dust just evaporates up into the air.
What a charming lady. Not saying anything too much, but Viatorium, I wouldn't bother with that one if I were you. She might eat you alive. I mean, literally eat you alive.
Got an oil flask with a rag in it as we speak. And it's just like,
Yeah, maybe don't do that either, because I don't think children, friends, or whatever they are would appreciate it.
No. Okay, so we want to head towards the Dust Bowl.
That's where she said to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going towards the Dust Bowl, looking for an entrance to a sewer.
yes,
It wasn't
we're
far
off,
from
we're
here,
off,
20
off to a
minutes.
dust bed.
Yeah.
Dust bed, 20 minutes here.
20 minutes north.
Aye. So, proceed.
Yeah. You're the
Let's get
ranger, you
over
know where
with.
north is.
Okay, so you begin to.
So I point my body
Sprint.
like a compass.
Fucking legs it.
Like a hound. Okay.
Okay.
We didn't pick up a map.
He fires off his shot.
Do we?
It's one thing you haven't done, actually.
I think that might have been something right fucking useful as well.
That would have been really useful, since we actually went in a shop where they were.
I know, considering that you got a cartographer in the group as well, it's crazy.
I thought
Have you
we
not
could.
just been just drawing where we
Maybe we speak to Mr.
You have
Fizzle.
been drawing.
I have been
Drawing maps
drawing,
where
I
you've
have
been
been
going.
drawing out where we've been going.
I'm sure he'll have a map or two of the city.
No, I asked him about maps, remember, because he had all those nice.
Yeah,
He
but
only really
you
had,
were
like,
looking at
old-
map,
Yeah,
like
not
old
the
maps.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
never
sure if you
s-
ask him about the city, he might
Yeah,
have
you never specifically said, do you have a
And
map?
if you
Well,
ask
like
for
a
one to go in
tourist
the shopping
information
list,
Yeah.
centre.
It's a rhetorical mission.
Just a little like eye symbol.
there it
You
is.
are here.
So
Well, like we go into a shopping mall and just like go
So
to
you
press
joke
play.
ab-
You are here.
And you can actually find you can find a tourist information centre, and inside it you do see T-shirts saying things like "I heart Jadizra," Jadizra, but I got burnt in Jadizra.
Someone
Chris.
would say you are here.
we joke about this, but my mother's first D&D character was the Tourist Information Centaur.
Yes, that's
She
amazing.
was called Gladys, and she was lovely. David was there. He
She's
could
here.
confirm this.
It was very good. It was very good.
I thought I just found a tiny spider on my notebook, and I was like, it's the spider lady. Oh, yay!
Spying ahead. Well, she knows what we're doing.
She'll know what you just did.
I said it free. I could have been like, I
Right,
didn't.
so here comes my next D&D character, is playing as one of whatever the fuck those spider people are. Hi guys. Hi man.
You
Totally normal as
so
well.
are you heading off?
I'm
north.
even normaler.
You follow the directions that you were given, and you head north up the twisting streets, rolling ever further. When after 20 minutes of walking, the mass of merchant stalls begins to phase out.
Okay.
So you're walking back up through the market,
Yeah.
and where it wasn't busy. It's become busier.
Good thing we got the croissants when we did.
Yes.
You
I
walk
go to
past
buy
a few.
mine, it's covered in spiders.
As you continue past the market stalls, you eventually walk through. You pass various homeless hermits and begging sheets that are sprawled out on the cobble pass. They sort of eye you as you traverse this less than travelled path. Ahead of you, seemingly still in the far distant, you spot massive curved walls, grand motifs of great hawks chasing back a tide of sand chiseled into them, and like just prying out of the depths of the chiseled sand, you see these big grey sandworms. This must be one of the, well, actually I'll say, Theotorum and Zeal, give me a history, as you kind of know part of the area, or you will have heard of Jadizra, even though you've never visited the city before.
I got an 18.
So I got a 17.
Okay, so both of you know that this is one of the walls which is known as the Walls of Exultance. They're classified as the shields of the sandstorms, and you've heard of this in writings and ancient texts before. When the sandstorms, similar to what you were encountering in the airship, when they hit down, these huge, great stone shields cup the plateaus and shield it from all passers-by.
Okay.
Ah, it's like defense shields that go up.
Yeah, which is why so many people like to be in Jadizra, because there's a safety.
Just when a sandstorm kicks
Yeah.
through, it just blocks it off. Okay.
You follow a passageway which leans right then as you hear the rushing of a nearby river, and you come to a narrow pass. Glancing down as you see a countless pouring of rich sand, baking in the sun as it crashes through the concrete riverbed structure that disappears off east through the sprawl of the city plateau. You just see it like sprawling throughout that canopied and built up sort of leaning domed house structures. Judging with how few people reside here, this is one of the more underappreciated resources in Jadizra. The dustbed has proved to be an extremely useful tool in keeping the very rich people safe.
Yes, very useful.
Because of its very stark urban wasteland appearance and the flat riverbed itself, it's always been an ideal location for the hermits and homeless, hence why you're passing so many of them. They're left alone and barely any of the city guards seem to be in sight much here. The bridges, you see it's this sort of bridge structure, it just overarches the riverbed. So it's kind of like an architectural treasure all of its own that very few people get to see. It's a very pseudo-arabesque sort of Art Deco style. Each just seems a little bit different from the next, or the way it's been designed and created.
Okay.
Give me a investigation roll via Torum.
No, well, that's a monster roll for 23.
Wow, okay. So, from where you are on your side of the riverbed, just across over one of the bridges, then you see, you spot what looks like a sewer maintenance shaft. It looks like it's a very an old iron bar doorway that seems to be pushing out a very pungent stench of excrement and food waste your way, almost making you retch.
So,
Are you using precision?
I'm
Okay,
losing a battle here, but I'm giving it a go.
so
Give it a go.
I'm guessing that's where we're going to go.
So you were told that it would be in the sewer somewhere, so that seems like a good enough, in your opinion, that seems like the right direction.
I
Nasty.
Pull my goggles on.
pull my
bandana
goggles
on.
and the bandana goes out. And I put a couple of drops of Orbis oil. And I'm like, right, everyone. Prepare yourselves. Because the shit is about to hit the fan. And I'm just like, like, pull the grate open.
Okay. So you lead everyone across the bridge and towards the sewer maintenance shaft. As you get towards it, you see that there's some iron bars that seem to be barred by a very large lock. The doorway's chained up by 20 centimetre thick iron chains.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I can melt those.
What were they
Don't
trying?
want this in there.
Give it a go.
How big's the lock? Big.
It's just big, quite a very big iron lock.
If only someone could pick the locks.
Yeah.
Oh, if only somebody could.
Does everyone here know how to pick locks?
I do. And take my gun out.
I do, I can try.
Yeah?
I've even got a special lock picking die.
So looking into the actual
Iron guy.
looking into the actual iron lock itself, as you begin to investigate, you see that it looks like a key has actually been snapped off into the lock. Not necessarily on purpose, but it might be a reason why it's literally been forgotten about. There's dust still on the chains. It looks like it hasn't been used in a very long time.
No one's been down here for a while. Why not this way anyway?
It seems that way.
My
So,
time to shine.
are you going to attempt to pick a lock?
I've got my little fireflies that I can stick into the lock, and they can have a really good look. And then can they wiggle maybe that bit so that it comes loose?
Yeah, give me a...
Shoot a bugs out of her face.
Well, you guys haven't seen this.
Better than spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a... Ooh, give me a dexterity. Yes, give me a dexterity roll.
+4. So 9.
9, okay.
Still
So
not great, but
you reach out and place your hand onto the lock, and the rest of you that are looking at this as it transpires, you see these little fireflies begin to they kind of trail down her arm under the robes and her leather, and they begin to one by one begin to try and slip into the little tiny gaps of the lock. Nothing seems to happen at that moment in time. But as you are as you're trying to open the lock, you hear clanging feet. Seems to be coming off from the opposite side of the sand sprawl. You look up and you notice a small patrol of guards are beginning to head down. One of the rarities when they actually do patrol this area.
Cool.
As they get a little bit closer, are you continuing with the lock?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, give me another. Sleight of hand.
Yeah, so that is.
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand.
It's lockpicking tools, but that's fine.
Oh, I got a 1. So do I
Sounds
use
like
my
different
halfling
dice
luck
rolls.
on that?
Oh, if you want to, you can.
I got 8, and then sleight of
fine,
hand
isn't it? It's fine.
plus 6.
8 plus
So
6.
that's 14.
Okay. Okay, so as you are, as your fireflies are beginning to, they kind of come back out of the lock, and the rest of you can see there's a kind of communication going between Amaryllis and the fireflies, and then she takes tools out, and it's almost like the fireflies begin to guide her fingers.
Light up one side and the other side. All right.
And you begin to tweak
brighter, the better the spot is. Like
you
in
begin to
Skyrim.
tweak and pull the tools to around the lock. Then, from the opposite side of the bridge, you then hear one of the guards call out, "Are you lost? You over there?" As they begin to head a bit closer.
Hello. We're.
Maintenance.
Locksmiths.
I was going to say, you might not want to come over here. It's rather destitute. We're doing simple maintenance.
There's a blockage in the sewer.
So, as you can see, we're a group of adventurers that's been given the task because the lock here is broken. Hello?
The guards all come to a stop then. And then the one leading them, who seems to be their sergeant. Oh, I see. Give me a persuasion roll, both of you.
I'm helping.
Better be good.
Oh, mate, I've nailed this. He thinks I'm his mum. This is,
Oh, Mum, I'm so sorry.
this is absolutely mad. So, what's his performance?
21, but not that.
Persuasion.
Persuasion? Yeah, 21.
21 as well.
We've talked
They're
to
very convincing. We've done this
he's
before.
like, I've seen them doing this before.
He stops and he listens, takes on board what you're saying to him. And he's like, well, it's about time that they got that lock sorted out. Yes, well, fine. We won't come any closer. The pong alone is terrible this side. Good luck to you all. Yes. Anything to report if once it's open? Tell one of the other men.
Yeah, any trouble, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Good luck in there.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Turn around, just like, right, get the lock open.
That was incredible.
They begin to walk away, and eventually you see them go around the corner, continuing their patrol.
What happened to our accent?
Oh, that's my work-based one. I find they receive it much better. If you speak like they speak, they think, yes, he's probably going to crawl down a shit pipe.
Yeah, no one will believe him with his normal accent or like that.
That's more my tradies patter.
Yeah, that was excellent.
It's having the common tongue in it, that's what it is.
Yes. It hurts my throat rather doing it though. So it's like remembering that I probably should have tried harder at school. Like looking into the eyes of them and thinking to myself, yes, you probably would crawl through shit for £5. And then you'd be grateful
It paid
when I
off.
bought you a 20 pence worth of tea. And you look at me like I'm the saviour of you.
I can see the light leaving his eyes as he continues
I
this
didn't realise this was
ramble.
such a traumatic
Because they have
experience.
such a destitute life.
I think we need to remind him he's not actually a sewage worker.
Yeah, it's okay. You've even convinced yourself.
Rotorm, come back! You do maps!
Oh,
I
yes.
have heard of method acting, but that's going too far, mate.
Yes. My apologies. How are you getting on with your small friend?
So they continue to help you with the lockpick. Eventually, you try and twist and pull it again, but the lockpick that you've got snaps off, and the key's so ingrained and rusted inside the lock. At this point, the fireflies come back out, the little locking mechanism.
So it's fucked.
And they begin to travel back up into your sleeve, and a few of them flutter up and just whisper little words into your ears, and they're basically like,
Yeah,
Fuck,
fuck,
man.
mate.
"It's fucked."
It's fucked.
Right.
Fucked, man.
So,
Okay.
yeah, basically it's fucked.
Okay, we're going in loud.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, well, we have plan A or plan
Smash.
B.
Norm, you can clean stuff with prestidigitation. What about trying to clean a bit of the rust off? I mean, this thing's mostly rust. If you cleaned it enough, would it just fall apart?
Oh no, I said it was rusty. I could probably just melt it.
There's a rusty lock on it, isn't it?
It's iron. The key itself looks rusty. That's
Yeah,
locked
you can
in.
rust the key out of it or something, yeah.
Rust be out of it.
Yeah. Try that.
Worth a try.
It's on you now.
Or should
Right, well, do you want me to try and prestidigitate it, or do you want me to roll acid damage?
It's up to you. What you want to do?
Well, the lock's kind of fucked anyway, so it's not going to work the other way. Put the acid in it.
Get the acid in it.
Right,
do your favourite.
yeah, right.
It's going to go.
Let's take this very vomity looking D6 I've got,
Okay.
and let's cover that block in acid.
Okay.
If you want to be a dick, you do need to make a dexterity saving throw, but you're an inanimate object, so I assume I hit.
It's unanimous. Yes.
He's looking at you like, good try, Beardy.
4.
Okay.
4 bits of acid.
And you're vomiting this, aren't you, son? Yes. So you lean into the lock then and go, and after there's a bit fizzing.
No wonder my toes so clean.
And after around about 30 seconds, the lock just seems to fall off. And the chains unwind.
Well done, Norm.
If in doubt, spit on it. That's what he said.
Croissant. Okay, let's go with it.
Right, shall we?
Yeah. Right, goggles on.
Yes, everyone, prepare yourselves.
Oh.
We're going into the belly of
Like,
the beast.
get my little cloak.
Oh, it smells like me in here.
You carefully feed the heavy chains out of the actual grates, and open the grates. Then as you see a few old Sultan election propaganda and some festival flyers that are from a few years past that just billow out of the grates.
We can sell these to
finally
Fizzwick,
opened
say
it.
they're antiques.
Get a head
You,
start on the
can, you
antique.
can pick them up.
No, we can clean them off, it's fine.
If I clean them, they'll no longer be authentic.
He's got a point.
You open the actual sewer, hub you up, and heft it up. You can see the beginnings of ladders that descend, but soon enough you can see that they've actually been, looks like torn, ripped. You looking with as you have your dark vision, you can see that the actual it looks like a short drop, about 10 foot, but it looks like it leads into very dank sewer waters beneath that are just
Is there any
swilling.
stones or bits of rubble around? I just drop in.
There are a few. There are a few
drop the
stones. You are able to find one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you drop it in. You just hear. Oi! No, you don't.
You got any
wants the
rope?
rock.
Is it? Yeah, I do. Is it?
Does he have rope?
Yes, magical
Can
grappling rope. We
I-
can use as an elevator again.
Roll to see if I'm smart enough to know if it's building up methane.
Ooh. Yeah, sure.
Because before we go in there with a torch and then none of us are and you're like, congratulations,
You're all dead.
re-roll your characters. By the way, you've taken
we'll
the
join you
Sky-
next week for
we'll
a
take
new
you next week for a
campaign.
new campaign. Intelligence?
I would say it can be a genuine.
Be like
intelligence.
nature.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
You're definitely getting guidance on
see
this.
It's either
Nature?
nature, intelligence, or medicine, isn't it, really? Because it's either chemistry, it's nature.
Well, I
I
think
imagine
chemistry
intelligence,
would
'cause
come
you
under nature.
Would have read it somewhere. I'd have
Or
imagined.
unless
Yeah,
you
but
were
it's shit,
using
isn't it? So
alchemy
that's
tools.
nature.
Or you've heard of something like this happen.
Technically, in this, we would be using alchemy in this.
Yeah.
So what would you like me to roll for? Because it does make a difference for me. by about 3.
Which ones are you better at?
I'm not trying to pick the one that you're better at to make it easier for you.
Well, because
I will say, for the sake of this,
I'd say intelligence, just to the fact that you may
a
have read it somewhere.
general intelligence,
Or you
because
remember
we...
okay,
It happened to somebody once.
okay.
Read it in the paper that some twat got blown up in the
Well,
sewers
that
once.
just makes it history.
Yeah.
5.
No, you're right, it
So
would.
standard
It would.
intelligence plus.
But
Brain
if he's trying to theorise this for
What
himself...
was it? Plus 4.
Yeah.
Well, no,
D4.
D4.
Hopefully a 4.
Ooh, no, it's a 1. Excellent. So 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so from what you can ascertain, there doesn't appear to be any build-up of methane, not enough to cause
Not
big
enough
explosion.
to cause, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So it's venting something.
It would make the
Everyone
torch just
keeps
a
their
bit
eyebrows.
more efficient.
Okay, that's fine. Because I'm like, realistically, even though
Yeah,
we all
no.
have dark vision, I don't want to, let a gun off and
I
one
don't
of
know.
us be
Vision.
like,
What are you talking about?
goodbye, everybody.
Because,
Everybody wants dark vision. You can have dark vision.
Captain Dark Vision.
Captain, everyone can have dark vision.
Yay!
You can have dark vision, and you can have dark vision.
Even
like a
the
tea-
DM can have dark
Like a
vision.
t-shirt can.
The only problem is it lasts for an hour, so I don't really want to use it until...
Okay, who's the
We
first
We're down
to
there, yeah.
descend into the shithole?
Realistically, I'm probably in character. Well, realistically, I'm probably the most nimble, so maybe I should go first with the hook and the rope, rappel down.
Send it back
If
up.
I'm screaming, I'm going to rappel very quickly.
Okay.
So get ready to grab you just...
So I'll try not to headbutt, certainly if you want.
Okay, I'll get ready to
So-
catch you.
Find someone for the hook that's fairly solid in the tube and I'm going to tuck the end of the rope in my pocket so it's not in the water. So don't be like going in shit.
I tell you what, you just don't trust me anymore, do you?
I don't.
We haven't
So-
trusted you
Everything's
for a
covered.
while.
So Italian hitch through the loop,
Yep.
coming out the backpack over my shoulder.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
In he goes.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
No, you manage to secure the hook nicely. And you begin to traverse.
Okay.
You slip down through the rope. No, not slip on the rope, but
You slip.
you slip
Land
down
on
on the rope, holding it tightly. And eventually you feel your boots squelch as they obviously slip into the fetid waters beneath.
So happy I'm not inside.
You see, you have that sudden smell of decay and foul odours again.
No, you're not.
Begins to ache your senses. You can see there's old rusted pipes that stretch from the various walls that are emitting various porous billows of hot steam out of very tiny cracks. These pipes also make you think this is where potentially some of the methane is been
Just
pulled
being
away.
dissipated.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look up and you can see your comrades peering down.
Hello.
Are you dead? We're alright.
I don't hear any screaming.
It doesn't seem too bad. I'm going to do perception though. I'll do a quick. If you want to follow down one at a time, and I just do a perception of the what is perceivable
Okay.
at a distance. Slide the lens in the gold. I'm glad I had that because one of those was a nat 1. 18.
Okay. You see you can see that the passageway stretches on a little bit further into a kind of this is like the underpass of the dustbed itself.
Okay.
So you'll kind of be underneath that dustbed structure. Your kind of initial thought is that this long sprawl disappears into darkness, but then you notice that there are a few tight gaps that seem to hint at a way deeper through this structure. You can see a couple of burning sconces on the walls.
They're actually lit.
Yeah, they're actually lit. and they seem to light the way, but it comes to a kind of slightly sharp corner.
Okay.
Perception-wise, can I hear anything? Or no?
You can't hear anything.
Because-
The only thing that you can hear is the occasional just pitter-patter of splashes of water in the distance and
But that could
kind
be
of
anything. That
lapping
could be
against stone.
condensation or whatever.
No,
Okay.
nothing.
All right. Well, once everyone's down, I'll relay the message. It'll be like, for some reason, the torches are lit. Gondor calls for it.
They shall have it.
Yes, they can have my gun. I'd be aware of other people in here, because realistically, if that was locked, and it doesn't seem to have been accessed in a long time,
What's that?
couldn't quite understand why they would be lit.
Are they
Well,
not
by
magic?
the
Someone's come
people
in
who did the
another
bad
way.
thing.
Hmm?
Lit by the people who came down here and did the web.
Yes, that is my
Broke
assumption.
the internet.
Or they could be magically kept alive. I'm not sure
As
how
well,
we have to see
how
one
close
close
is
up.
the first one?
It's literally at that corner. I'd say about 30 feet away now.
Okay, well, push on to that one, and then I want to see. Yeah.
Okay.
Magic.
See as he said.
So are the rest of you all coming down at this
Yeah,
point?
we're all down, I think.
Okay. So one by one you begin to head down the road.
Take my rope back.
Okay.
Click.
What, you go flying up?
Click.
Wrong
so it
button.
comes back to me, yeah.
You head around that corner and you notice that the darkness ahead, it just shifts with very uneasy shadows. Drives your senses a little bit wild. You hear howls and screeches that bounce up the length of the direction you're currently heading in.
This place is lovely.
But you can't make any sense of where it could be coming from.
Well, it's nicer than the Spider Lady's house.
Yes.
I don't know, at least we kind of knew what we were going to find in there.
Well, yes, I must admit, spiders were probably my first guess.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure in the brochure for disease they were like, hey,
Fire.
come to Didisra,
Oh god, it's
walking a
fire
shit.
Keep heading down the way the torch
So
is.
Yeah.
sconce, magic, not magic.
Light.
I would say give if you're in front, give Arcana. Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
So you're,
Helping.
yeah.
So roll that with advantage, son.
Okay.
Because if I know about anything,
that's good.
it's fucking magic.
Magic. Where is
Arcana.
Is it just Arcana? Because I'm being silly.
It's the third
21.
Okay, yeah. So, yes, yeah, you know. So as Viatorum looking to see if it's magic, you kind of call out. You know that it's magic. That you can see the glow on the actual torch to your senses anyway. That these torches are magical and seem to be kept alight for the sole purpose of potentially, you assume sewer workers potentially.
Right.
Can we take any of them
We
off
don't
the
need
wall?
to worry
Can
about
I take it off the wall and can I give it a normal? Because he's the only one without dark vision.
Ah,
So you can.
Yeah, take it off the wall, give it a normal.
Okay.
Magic torch from Magic Boy.
He looks so pleased.
Well, that works, doesn't it? Because you can use one with one hand and hold a torch in the other.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's sweet as.
Solves that problem.
Sweet as, bro.
And if he does to drop it later on, I can just give him.
Yes. Looking round the corner, I guess
fix them up now.
Sconce was at the corner. Looking round the corner.
Yeah.
How far does it go?
Peering around the corner, you see another 10 feet, and it looks like it comes to a dead end.
Walk away.
You just see like a grimy brick wall barring the way. But give me a perception.
It's just a massive shit.
Definitely just get
It's a
the
shitbug.
Why don't I just get the lens in the goggle? Just
Yeah, just get it fixed to it.
yeah.
Replace your eye with it.
Oh god. 24. That's a horrible fall.
You're welcome.
I don't like things with eyes.
Then just get it surgically implanted over your eyes.
Oh god, no, I can't think of anything worse.
You see, just popping up from where the dead end is. You look at just the top of it looks like a rusted ladder.
It's just like the water. It's popped. Like a diglet. So it's a rusty.
What a ladder going
Don't get
down.
visitors down here.
So it's a rusty.
Step a little closer.
It's a rusty ladder that goes down.
What, down into the ship?
It looks like potentially the rusted ladders lead down somewhere else. At the dead end. But you're 10
So
feet.
the passage that we're walking into
So
has no
you're
water.
10 feet away at the moment.
Yeah, but the passage.
No, there's no. So it doesn't look like there's any water. So
The channel runs away.
Okay, cool. I thought we
No,
were
no,
still
so-
ankle deep in shit water.
Going
So-
down, like.
Yeah, so I was like, oh no.
I see where Shawshank is.
Deep
as
breaths!
a little turtling goes, I want to just go down there, nice and warm. Oh.
Gain one experience.
Okay, right.
So we will have to roll Constitution because. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, walk over to it and see what we can see down the ladder.
Okay.
I suppose.
So you can see that it's the reason there's no water here. It's not like it's because it runs to the to where that dead end is, but it's there's an opening in the floor. So the ladders lead down deeper into the sewers,
Okay.
and the water is just dripping.
Is the ladder gone or intact?
The ladder itself, no, it's still there.
Is it in good condition?
Can I try?
But there's no, you notice there's no sconces here that seem to light the way beneath, but you can hear echoing drops and shifting dank waters that emanate from below.
That's all right. I've got dark vision. I can see that there's nothing stood at the bottom, can't I?
So you glance down and you
It's
can
also
see...
Not a dragon.
Just like this,
Like,
Like just its whole mouth is open. And I'm just like, and it's like, oh thank God, I've been here for 10 years.
So you glance down
Yeah.
where the ladders are, and right at the bottom, where the actual ladders end, you're pretty shocked to see as a makeshift series of wooden stakes, and impaled on them you see a skeletal humanoid.
oh.
At the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, like just a skeleton just staring
Right.
up.
Oh, nice.
He's-
And
Spider.
you see that his armour and clothes are barely covering his bony ribs. It seems that whatever's here did not want others to tread.
Awesome. How
I
inviting.
turn around and say, seems to be a steak bar at the bottom.
Steak bar?
Steak bar.
Do they do what kind of steaks do they do?
Tomahawk. Anything on the bone, really.
Well done.
Thank you.
Very
I
nice.
didn't expect there'd be a restaurant down here. That's ideal.
I just dab in the tunnel. I get the repelling hook.
Yeah.
I'm going to rappel down.
But slowly, yeah.
With
Absolutely.
I'm going to walk on the ladder, but have the rope.
Yeah,
If that
okay.
makes sense. Because I have an overwhelming feeling it's going to be one of those things where I
Trip
step on
balls,
it
yeah.
and it just goes, and all the runs go flat because that'd be dickish.
Classic.
Classic D&D.
Classic.
So
Classic.
hook the hook in something, even if it's on the corner.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause we've
yeah.
got like 40 feet of rope anyway.
Yep.
Slowly, absolutely.
You managed to-
and literally just tie and hitch on,
Yep.
and then like walk down slowly. And I'm just like,
Yeah, okay.
and then,
So you put your thumb at the rest of the group, and you begin to hitch yourself down, using the wall
yeah,
to sort of just slowly
get down the bottom.
to raise to the very bottom. You just managed to kind of move your legs to away from where the stakes were.
Just lie flat against
Yeah.
like shimmy down. Yeah. Okay. Staying quiet as I can, seeing as I've stood on the ground. Perception of where I'm actually stood, because I could only see a certain amount of foot space, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Okay, so you critically glance around now, and you see that you're now stood into another small pool of water where the stakes are protruding from.
Okay.
It's about knee high at this moment.
Okay.
It looks as though there's a passageway that continues on, like in a very tunnel system. that runs, say it's further south.
How deep are the stakes in the ground? Fairly deep? Not fairly deep.
Well, the water's come up to your knees at the moment, so...
They're definitely... So, more, as everyone's upside down,
Yeah.
I'm rather a dainty fellow compared to my compatriots.
You want to smash them out of the way?
I was going to knock a few of them over if I
Okay,
could.
yeah.
So I just give them a push, see how stable they are.
Yeah.
If I can, give a few of them a...
Yeah, so it looks like they were connected to a kind of a slightly... a slight kind of scaffolding, makeshift scaffolding made from wood, basically. It's
So they literally were all just banded together, so they
you've
just
been
held
able,
up.
yeah.
Okay,
So you were
so-
just able to quickly push them away and make it safe for
I'll
you.
just splay them.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I do.
I'll just... Right. Sorry, it's very meta. What campaign was it that we had the stones where we could talk to each other? Was that this one?
That was the one shot.
That was one shot. I apologise. Right.
We need to get some of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah.
They were actually sick. I just start doing this, like waving everyone down. And then just abseil, and then
Okay.
that were
Soon I'll learn the group
So-
chat spell.
All of you,
Push chat spell.
Yeah, we'll go down.
so you're all gonna head down.
Discord.
Yeah.
Is cool.
Okay. So you eventually end up. Each of you, you're about ankle high. The rest of you are about knee high as well.
How big are your feet?
I'm halfling, so I'm like
And you're
waist
in it.
high.
Just your
Yeah,
ankles.
you're about waist high at this point.
Everyone's so keen on watching you in the
Carry
back.
me, please.
Unwrapping it, smashes it off the wall.
Can I have a look at the skeleton?
It was you that was under that.
Yeah. You glance at the skeleton. It's looks like it didn't have a very good death.
No, just trying to work out if it had like armor, it was
who
kind
it
of
was.
guard, or it was like just a common bit.
So, give me just general investigation.
Investigation.
How did he die?
Wasn't so bad.
14.
14. So it looks like he might have been a general mercenary, maybe an adventurer. You're not too sure.
Alright.
He wasn't not guard uniform. The what is left of his armor is leather.
Just rotten leather now.
Yeah.
Nothing left on him really, other than that.
Shit,
Poor guy.
smooth, rotten leather.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I'll just read out to everyone saying, yeah, he doesn't look like he was a god or anything. Just a
So
unfortunate fella that decided to come down to this shithole.
Like us.
have we right? As we're all at the bottom now, noises, unusual noises, moving, like patterned moving in the water, not sporadic, or is it actually? I'm waiting for it. Or that is worse than unless that is.
This
That's in Viatorum's definition of noises. That
Which is okay.
isn't as bad as
The bad noise.
or
Really bad
that's
noise.
really bad. Or and then it's like some dragon comes around the corner and then you're like, fuck! Yeah.
What about
Yeah, the beating of wings. The beating of wings. You hear wings as well.
Run away! I hope we wouldn't hear
Yeah.
wings.
you killed my son, you bastard?
And gold just tinkling on the floor. That I'm gonna have Viatorum's list of noises on a t-shirt. What the
fuck was that?
I have my moments.
Know your noises.
Know your noises. Be prepared. And then there's a scout like this, and then dragons eating.
Ranger danger, all prepared for noises. Lesson 12. Noises. Remember your noises.
Remember your
Be a
noises.
ranger,
If it
learn your
skulls,
danger.
fucking run.
Yeah, remember your noises, kids.
Right. So you
Because you can see it's a one.
no, you
way
can see the
path.
tunnel just continuing south, and you listen, and you can hear a kind of swill of water, a bit like that.
Very appropriate.
Yeah. But no, nothing else. It's just an eerie silence, and you can hear just an echo. But it sounds like it's a screech of a critter, maybe.
What I took apart, does it look like it was a frame made by a person or a thing?
It's very
Well made or crude?
Like carpentry?
Yeah, very crude, very slapdash.
Oh, right, so maybe like a cobalt thing. Okay.
Possible.
I'm not
it's a
saying
shame you
it
don't
is
know.
Yeah, no,
cobalt.
no,
just,
possibly.
you know,
Yeah, no, you
reference.
don't have to. Yeah,
It's trying to gauge the intelligence. They want
Yeah.
like brilliantly
Because the thing is, if it's nailed together and it's got a carpenter's mark in it, I'll be like, it might be a dude. If it's ramshell and just like wedged together, probably agree.
It does look, though, one thing you do notice in the tunnel is it looks like the tunnel begins to shift upwards slightly.
It's raising out.
And it looks like it's either raising, so the tunnel's either lifting upwards or the waters are getting deeper.
Shall I go first then?
Yes.
Probably a good. How tall are you? You're tall,
Tall. Yeah, I'm like over 6 foot.
Statuesque.
I
Statuesque.
didn't write it down, but I am big.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, over 6 foot.
maybe start wading through. Yeah. So
Yeah.
It might be worthwhile
I've
following
only got
you
my ankles
anyway,
wet so far.
especially if we're in like a single file tunnel anyway. Yeah. But I'm going to stand. If you could stand more to the left, because I'm guessing you're right-handed anyway, aren't you? And
Yep.
I'm right-handed firing a gun, so that way I can fire past you.
Yes.
So if you can stand, if we stack each other like that, as we go down through the tunnel, at least none of us are actually going to be blindly firing into the back of the other one.
Alright.
that would be a bad way. Oh, sorry.
What?
Well,
Okay, so Fenrir with range
That
danger close
logic, I
behind.
need to
yeah.
take a crouched position
yeah.
in front
Stomp
of you.
on forward.
So thanks as I get into the shit.
crawl on your belly.
Yeah.
The normal team going
Okay,
brown.
so you're going first then, Fanny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm staggered
Okay.
behind him.
And then the rest of you are all behind that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you begin to wade through the tunnel. As you head through that tunnel, and it does indeed look like it doesn't. It looks like it is actually straight, but it doesn't veer up. It's just the water level has risen, and slowly you begin to feel it just raise just at your hips at this point. Up here, it's about your waist height now. You're
I'm
beginning
not
to
gonna
struggle.
Yeah,
get
you
much
swim it.
So you're literally almost to your neck at this point, as you're trying to wade through.
I'm going to put the pistol, like, up. Turns out still water was the thing that does me in.
Yeah, you don't want to get down there.
So I'm going to put that, so musket I'm holding, so it's going to be above water level, but the pistol I'm going to tuck higher in my clothes,
Yeah.
because water level's coming. I'm going to make sure the powder's high as well.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that would
Shit powder.
Yeah.
I'm going to raise my hammer out of the water just because I really don't want to get shit on it.
Is this more clean water or is this foul water?
No, this is foul, horrible.
Yeah, this is all horrible. This whole episode is horrible.
I want to do that. You know that kid like.
That's really funny.
There is already a meme out there of you somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Oh, it's on your shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm going to... Everyone just stay where you are. You don't need to get unnecessarily disgusting.
Unnecessarily disgusting.
I'll just go forward like an extra few metres and see if it gets to a point where it's even going to go above my head.
So you begin to go a little further, but it seems to level out.
Okay, this is as deep as it gets. Amaryllis, do you want to...
Through, and you can
do you wanna
see
hop
just
on the
a
back?
shaft
Yes,
of
please.
the tunnel just leads deeper south.
Well, Norm knows
Prestidigitation.
So
Don't worry.
Wait, am I drawing in squiggles? In squiggles, like...
No, because you...
This is
up
corpse
to
skin.
your
Oh, it's
waist.
only up to my waist.
This is just face down in shit.
oh
Too much for saving
It's
him.
alright, okay. I'm gonna
Just see
have...
some bubbles go...
Well, that's croissant, that's fucking rude.
Oh, the food,
So-
the fruit.
Amaryllis, I'm gonna have her on my back. Picking
Okay.
her
at
slowly.
least the watermelon isn't able
And,
to wash it off.
Yeah, the watermelon's alright. And I'll get Squiggles out and put him on my other shoulder, so
Okay,
he's
so
above
Squiggles
as
is
well.
holding on, and Amaryllis, you're like clutching around her neck at this point.
Yeah, load up, my boys.
And you continue on. As you continue through the tunnel, there's just a slight moment when you feel like you felt something slither along your legs.
Jackson!
Sorry about that.
I just had a shit. You know, I feel it
And then you feel something.
There's a
else
floater!
again. But it was. It doesn't seem small.
Excellent. There's
Like a tentacle? Or like something
Fucking
past?
eel.
It feels like something passing.
Can I see it from looking down from Fenrir's shoulders?
Probably not, because it's full of shit.
I would say.
my dog's full of shit.
Give me an investigation roll.
The Dianoga. It has arrived
Anyone got
from
shit
the
vision?
Death Star.
We just
See
find
shit?
Cthulhu.
It's Cthulhu!
I got 21.
Oh, nice. Okay, so as you are glancing down into the waters, for a very short moment, the water's just clear, just enough, and as you glance down, you see what looks like a very large body of a fish that's just twisting around Fenrir's legs.
Can I shoot it with my crossbow?
Sure.
Put your feet on that bit.
Yeah, don't shoot.
Please don't shoot me in the head.
No, I'm leaning over your shoulder. I'm looking into the water, so
Right in the
head's
foot.
not going to be.
Awesome. Yeah, no, my head's not in the way. I've also got my arms.
So
up
what are
on
you
my
using?
hand.
Crossbow.
Crossbow. So as you put your crossbow
Pretty
out
sure I've got a
and
crossbow.
aim at the twisting large body of the fish, you see sharp fangs begin to appear, and I need all of you to give me initiative.
Oh, bugger. Alright.
Oh, wicked. A turd fish.
Angry Jack.
This is my domain, scumbags.
I won with the turds. Not 20.
King of the turds.
King of the turds. I could smell it through the turds.
We'll go around in a minute.
I don't
Okay,
know
so
how-
we'll roll.
Oh, BA, we got 2 nat 20s.
Oh, okay, so
Right.
both nat 20s.
So
okay.
I'm 5 on initiative. What are you? -1. Nice one.
Wow! You get to join in on a fight!
Not to speed at the end whenever it's finished.
Norman, you?
4.
How exciting. And it's
I
fighting,
got 4!
it's fighting
And I am also here.
That's usually me.
Amaryllis.
17.
17. Nice.
Too busy trying to wipe myself down
And
with my
you?
wand to
15.
shoot it.
Okay. As you're about to take a shot, I will say you can take your action first, and then it will go through the normal initiative rounds.
Okay.
So as this will be classified as a kind of a attack of
Surprise.
opportunity, surprise. Yep. So okay,
Surprise round.
go for it.
I rolled before.
Oh, okay, yeah,
it,
yeah.
And I got 12.
Okay, 12. Okay, so you literally move a crossbow, and into the waters and shoot. As the bolt comes down, you see the large-bodied creature, fish, seems to just spring out of the way as the bolt hits the stone beneath. It just seems to. As it hits into the water, it just slows slightly, just enough for the large fish to swim around.
Oh my god, let me give it.
Okay. Viatorum, you're behind Fenrir. You see at this point, you see Amaryllis with her crossbow aim it towards the water and shoot.
Can I see it?
You can't see anything. You just see it. You just know that Amaryllis just fired into the
How
waters.
wide apart are your legs?
It's not really,
David!
It's not really the time, is it?
Walking. But, well, I guess I was kind of like wading
if
through
you're
the
a big
water.
dude, you've got a fairly wide stance, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and I'm wading as well.
So my
And don't forget about
is,
your massive bollocks.
if I stand behind, you got to follow me on this.
Do
if I
not
stand
shoot me in the
behind
air.
it
Shoot it in
and
there.
shoot downwards, I'm going to hit one side or the other of this thing, aren't I?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
In theory.
But you're also shooting into water.
So you will get
So that's
disadvantage.
going to be an
on your
effect,
attack.
surely.
Well, which is fine because I get an advantage because it hasn't attacked me. It's the first round of combat, so hopefully.
Would not be
shoot
better
me.
to secure it with
so-
your fucking rapier.
So do I roll flat dice or nothing?
You roll flat dice.
Well, the thing is, I can next time, but I've got the gun out,
Go for the point. Yeah.
so just flat dice.
I'm just thinking, yeah, range
just
attacks
literally
in water
flat.
not going to be the most useful thing, is it?
It's only certain weapons
If you shot me in the
that do
air.
good in water, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Harpoon.
What did you get?
I know. I'm just so
What did you get? Nat 1? You didn't get a nat 1.
Yeah.
You got a nat 1.
Oh dear.
Well-
Someone's getting shot in the leg.
Not only are you getting shot in the leg,
On the arm.
In
but then
shit water.
but the shit's going to go right in there. So
You
enjoy
have
that
sepsis.
disease.
Let's finish. You know, I said
We-
I shouldn't
we-
use that blue dice because it's rolled nothing but that ones this evening.
You've just got
Yeah.
sepsis, man.
And turns out rolling that was probably
As a
the
level
worst.
3 paladin, you're immune.
Level
to-
4.
Well, yeah, but this is the level 3 ability.
Oh, okay.
You're immune to disease.
No
So at
sepsis
least
for me.
However, poison is a different matter.
So
Which is
you
exactly the same
shot
as sepsis.
your pistol.
Yeah, well, no, I shot the musket.
Oh, the musket. So okay, so
No.
obviously it's nat 1 is now locked. So you've shot and a nat 1.
Yeah.
So it kind of you now need to clean it
Backfire.
out again. Remember?
Misfired, yeah.
So
So it's a misfire,
Yeah.
so I can't use it.
Go turn around and give Theo the evil
So, so,
eyes.
so,
you,
hang on, so I don't shoot.
You don't shoot anything.
so you just know.
mess
So
the gun
literally
up
you
a bit.
aim and go. And
And
there's
I'm
nothing
like, why did I shoot the water? My gun's
So you just go,
fucked.
go plus water,
Yeah.
not work.
So I'm just like, okay, that didn't work very
So
well.
it's like when you put the tip of the barrel in, it was wet enough that any of the gunpowder.
Well, the thing is, if it's moist down here, it's probably not going to go off.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not.
Thank you for not shooting
Guns
me
no
in the ears.
work in most
I
places.
fucked up. I've actually got a short bow, not a crossbow. I've got characters mixed up with the other game I'm playing.
That's okay. That's,
So,
I guess it was still.
Well, I guess we're just
Still
going to
with
have
a similar
but it was still some
throw
type
you
of
into
bow.
the chamber of fire now.
Please don't.
Get into the prison.
Okay, then. So,
Moss.
bonus action.
Yeah.
I swap over to the rapier then.
okay.
Because I'm going to be like, ha, that didn't work.
Time to skewer you.
I'm
Okay.
going to
So, yeah.
Chop off one of
sling
Fenrir's
it.
Yeah.
toes.
Like, not sling it.
Yeah, no, even.
Sling it.
Yeah, that wasn't a good
Piece
idea.
of shit. And then I get the rapier out then. And then, yeah, that's me.
Okay, you pull your rapier out. Okay, Fenrir, you feel that a sudden heat go and then evaporate very quick.
I'm like,
Dude!
it's between your legs. There's a big old snake.
I know.
Those orcs in the toilet do that as well.
I don't.
Smash a urinal off the wall.
I don't think hammer is going to be much use in water, so I think I'm going to go for the javelin.
That's probably better. Yeah, like fishing, like
Yeah.
You chose wisely.
Yeah. I don't think just smashing a hammer into the water is going to be as much as I would love to.
spear fishing. That's what you want to go with. Yeah.
Yeah. So go for a spear fishing technique. Grab one of the javelins, and instead of like just yeeting it into the water, I am going to use it to
Try and pin
like,
it down. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your idea.
Okay, go for an attack.
That's the plan at least.
Get through.
It's going to be great.
You're crazy.
It's going to be great.
That actually wasn't bad.
That's actually quite good, isn't it? 16.
Plus your
16.
proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the 16 because that's 14.
Yeah, plus 2 strength, plus your proficiency.
Oh! So 18.
Okay, that's a hit.
Even better.
Oh,
Okay, roll for damage.
Stab fish.
fishing. Wait, what do I used to do now?
So javelin, so it's 1d6 plus 4.
Gone shit fishing. 9.
9 points of damage.
And now,
Don't mess with
exploit
Fenrir,
the fish's
especially when he nearly
greatest
got shot in the
weakness.
Okay, so as you thrust your spear in, you see this snout of this huge eel go come out of the water. Then his fangs dripping with venom, and it sort of flails left and right. But then, as you pull back the spear, you see like a smear of red crimson just flowing on the water as it begins to twist.
So now we can kind of see where it is.
It bleeds. We can kill it.
Yeah. And now I guess we'll be able to kind of see where it is.
Yeah.
Is it really
It's
good
going
or
to
bad?
be trail. Yeah. So do that. Yeah.
Okay. And how would you like to do?
No, I didn't lose that javelin either, did I?
No, you didn't.
Throw it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm just going to keep my eye on it and make sure keep Squiggles okay. He must have shat himself there.
Okay.
Divine
Is it the right
shit.
place for it?
Squiggles is just holding onto your hair very tightly at this moment in time.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's okay, Squiggles. We got this.
Okay. The eel, as you pull back the spear and it turns and twists, it darts up at you, snapping its jaws, trying to bite you.
What the heck?
How dare you?
How dare you?
It's a 14, which I don't believe it.
You got 17.
Let's try, slimy boy.
As it jumps up and tries to snap its jaw, you literally dash it back out of the way and it falls back into the deep
Fuck off,
waters.
fish.
It's like the video of that Indian guy with the vipers.
Yeah,
Slaps it. No.
Slap snake.
Yeah, shut up.
At the far back of the group, who's at the very far back? Would it be? It'd be either Zeal or Norman. So
I
where?
guess it'd be me. No, I guess it'd be... you choose. I find logic in either position.
So who's at the very far back of the group?
I was with them guys in the front, near enough. But
Alright, it's me then.
Okay, so it's you.
It's eating me!
So you said that from behind you, you feel a ton of bubbles as another eel twists and it tries to latch itself around you to grapple you. As it has surprised you, it does have advantage.
That's right. Because it's got to be an 18.
And thanks to that advantage, that is a 23.
Oh, snap!
So as it grapples you, and begins to just seems to twist around your leg. You feel a pull, and from behind you lot, you do hear Norman sort of yelp out slightly as he begins to be pulled into the water.
fucking drown him.
Norm!
You don't take any points of damage, but you are pulled underneath the actual.
I think it's your
festive
turn next.
waters.
Yeah, the shit water.
Well, no, last, isn't it?
It's fine.
Okay, that's their go over. Amaryllis, on the shoulders of Fenrir, your go.
So the one that that Fenrir stabbed, can I see the trail of blood?
Yes,
Can I
you
see where
can
that
spot the
is?
trail of blood as it seems to be moving. It's kind of trying to make a full circle in the tunnel and head back towards you.
Okay. I'm going to aim for that one. I got 3.
Okay, you with the bow, you pull back one of the arrows and shoot, but it just seems to where the waters are sort of piling up over it. It's just sort of warping your perspective slightly as your arrow just hits the water and floats. Anything else you'd like to do when you're on the shoulders?
No.
No?
There isn't
Okay.
anything else I can do, really.
Okay, Zeal, over to you. So you're currently, you are behind Fenrir and Viatorum, and you've just felt a sudden splash and a yelp from Norman behind you as he's been pulled into the water.
Or he's dead, so I'll bite him off.
Wow, camaraderie or what, huh?
He knows how to drown.
He can breathe underwater, can't
He knows how to what?
He knows how to drown.
Norman, he died as he lived, covered in shit.
he? I just think if there's anything I can do that's actually useful, because I could take refrain, but it's going to be a fucking waste of time if that thing's got good decks, so it's not going to do anything to it.
Also, you're going to have to wait for the sacred flame to come down the tunnel, down the ladder.
Twist around, yeah.
So it's kind of a bit pointless, really, isn't it? I'll play the bagpipes. That'll work.
Suddenly, I've taken a level in bard.
Oh, you know what? I'll do this instead. I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
So I've placed a curse on that creature until the end of the spell, which is up to an hour, so fucking years.
Okay, so the one that
It's got
grappled.
Norm. Basically, until the end of the spell, I get an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever I hit it with an attack.
Okay.
And also, well, is it me or everyone? Yeah. Whenever, you hit it, me, and then choose one ability, cast a spell, the target has disadvantage ability on those ability checks. So I want to have disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Okay, alright.
that's pretty much me. I think.
Okay, so you wave your hand.
Is that that's a bonus action, so I still have an action.
To make it shit at your sacred flame.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's a bonus action.
Okay.
And then as an action, I will try and pull Norm back up.
Okay, so you're going to try and break the grapple. So I'll
Yeah.
say that's a well, it's going to be a strength. Yeah.
Give it a go. 14.
14.
Yay, helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so you are able to reach in, and you pull Norm up, who gasps for breath. You see the tail of the giant eel, just wrapping around Norm's leg, but then it's sort of unfurls itself and heads back underneath the waters. Then.
Slippery little fucker, isn't he?
Oh, don't worry, I got it.
Off to you, Norm. Take care of him.
Me?
I'm done.
You're done. Then it is you.
Okay, well, first of all, I'll put my head back under. In for a penny, in for a pound. Right. I did some Googling earlier. Because we encountered a little question of what happens when you use an item to cast a spell? And we got some very important answers with that. Yes, it counts as me casting the spell, so I can only use my Wand of Magic Missiles once a turn, especially with Quicken Spell. But that also means that I can use Quicken Spell on it. So I can, cast Magic Missile as a bonus action.
Cool.
Nice.
So, wand out. Yeah, shoot the fucker.
Okay.
Bare minimum damage, but that's fine. 6 force damage as all 3 darts.
How much?
6.
6 damage.
Pa!
Okay. You see them just spill into the waters, and they sort of illuminate the dark depths, and one by one they hit the giant eel, and you can see that it fizzles, and then there's like a kind of a mishmash of smoke that just evaporates out of the water.
Very good. Now that I can see the fucker briefly, Mind Sliver, intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
Mine, sir. And it's like
I'll slip on out to you, Mr.
It's
Eel.
like I like
Lasers.
turds. I like turds and rapping.
Like pulling people in turds.
I like pulling people
So
into turds.
yeah. Do 11.
That's
what he
failed. You take awesome. Incredible. 1 psychic damage.
Oh,
Better than nothing.
yeah.
You going in the dice jail for today. Think
Okay,
about
so-
what you've done.
You dunk your head down.
No, open.
Mind
It's
Sliver.
a little colour
And
as
you're
well.
gonna see its tail just twist and turn slightly.
My mind! I've forgotten how to play the guitar.
I've made it forget
I forgot
about
why I
its
love turds
children.
so much.
Then I'll get back out for shit. And then promptly hide behind Fenrir.
Everyone's just going to be on my back in a minute.
So you literally quickly rush over
Stop.
and hide behind.
Reach up perimeter around.
And then I'll end my turn.
Okay, top around back to Veer.
Which turd snake can I see?
So right now you can see the one that was attacking Fenrir.
It's coming back. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it within range of me hitting?
you'd have to move slightly forward, but it's about 10 feet away. So you'd have to move.
Move
5.
slightly forward, hit it.
Yeah.
I can use my bonus action first, can't I?
Yes.
So I use my bonus action to use force damage
Okay.
on the attack. Planet of Warrior, force damage, plus rapier equals dead
Sex
snake.
time.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
Hopefully. So,
Equals new scarf.
equals new scarf.
You slimy turds go.
22.
Nice. Yeah, that's the big hit.
Die turd snake!
Roll for damage.
So it hits it. Sweet ass, bruh.
Choppy snake.
Choppy snake.
Stab
Sushi.
it. Stab it with the force of 1,000 suns.
Oh, mate, that's a belter. That's 25 damage.
You flat the horse.
Like, yeah.
That's
I'm sick of these goddamn snakes in this goddamn sewer.
that's killing blow.
Yeah. I want it to explode.
Okay.
I hit it and it just goes away from me.
Yeah, so-
like the punch from One Punch Man. When it hits the planet, it just goes, and the whole thing just goes.
I have no idea what that is.
Behave. Behave.
Eel guts everywhere. That's what you
Take
say.
your purple haircut and behave yourself. You have to watch One Punch. Oh my days. One Punch! And I want to do that as I hit. One Punch! It just goes it's cast over the wall. And then I just look at the other one. It's like looking at me like we are right now. I'm just like,
You've done it. You've driven David insane.
I'm in the sewer. I'm covered in shit.
I'm not having a good time.
Actually, you sprawl forward with your blade, hit it, and you just see the eel. It seems to it flies towards one of the walls and just seems to explode in pieces of gib that just splitter and splatter back into the sewer
Just look at
waters.
the other one. Just like,
It's like,
You see the other one that's just peering out of the water sees you and goes, it jumps back underneath the water at that point.
I was just like,
right.
And roll for disease.
roll constitution, but you've got dysentery like a 15th century sailor. Right, that's it. Full action done, bonus action done, movement done, I'm done.
Okay,
That's what you-
Fenrir.
That's
your go.
great.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So I guess I'll turn around because I know that one that had
Yeah.
Norm was behind
I
me.
covered head to toe and shit.
Yeah, like ew.
I look like Arnie at the end of Predator.
It's coming out of the water.
Well, so I'd say from where you're standing, you don't know that anything other than you haven't actually spoke to Norman, so you actually have no idea that there was another one. You just know that the one that
Did I not hear that?
You would have heard him
from-
get put under the water, surely.
Yeah, we heard the yell.
there was a bit of a
Yell.
ruckus going on, but I mean, obviously you are in earshot, so you are more than welcome to actually inform each other that there's one behind you.
Well,
There's one behind you.
Did he see my cool look?
There's
at the
another
other
one.
snake? Because then he would have been like, what's
What's he looking at?
And then I'm just there like,
Okay, is there any remnants from
the first one, no.
Norm's like magic blasty thing that he did? Is it bleeding a little bit, or
There is
so we know what
like a
blood
little
looks
trail
like
of
now?
blood. Yeah, there is a slightly just little trickles of blood that are just appearing on the very top of the sewer waters.
Okay.
I shot it. Quite
Yeah,
good.
you did shoot it. Yeah.
I shoot
Okay.
it.
You can talk with bonus action, can't you? You can ask questions.
Yeah, of course.
You can talk for combat
Communications.
anyway.
Yeah.
Won't you just be like,
Where is it?
yo, don't!
It's a good point. Okay.
In
He
water.
literally just points
touched
to,
me.
he points to where the water was,
always
and you can
happens.
see a slightly dark shape.
Okay, Alzim, I'm gonna. Is it like
Spearfishing
within
tower.
stabbing range, or should I walk over to it a bit?
It's about 5 feet. You need to move 5 feet, but then you'll be able to take an attack.
Yeah, I'll move a
Shimmy
little
up.
bit. Shimmy up.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
And go for the same thing again. Go for the spear
Okay.
javelin thing. I don't want to chuck my javelin. That's just not gonna be helpful. Let's go for the old stabbo. Not my best,
Not your worst.
but also not my best. 3,
So,
7.
7.
Why 7? Where did 5 come from?
right.
Where did 2 come from? I forgot
Because
my
you've got your
hands.
strength.
Strength.
Proficiency comes in the roll for the attack, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, so you see it for a split second. You dart forward with your spear, but as you stab into the water, it's already moved.
Damn.
Damn. That snake's slippery. Slippery like an eel. God, I wish you were from like New Orleans. That'd be a wicked accent.
New Orleans. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do really. I did my move.
I'm not in the bayou, if that's what you say.
Over there in the bag.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's much else I can do.
Okay.
Just my failed attempt at flailing in the water.
Okay. So you stand your ground, throw your spear
just
in.
ready.
It seems to move. Okay, so as you do that, literally as you've missed it, it seems to sort of circle around slightly, and then jumps at the water, straight towards you,
Why does it love my face so much?
trying to attack.
Righty nose.
Yes!
Hitting
Talking to you like your
for
extended vehicle phone.
hitting for 22.
22?
Yeah.
What the flip?
Yours is 17.
Yeah. Or is it 19 because of that?
No, only if you're holding your shield.
Oh, which I'm not. Oh, heck.
Have you
17.
heard about the eel god?
So is that hit,
Spread the
Andy?
word.
Yeah.
Okay, so as it has hit you, and it kind of bites at your armour, it also wraps around you and grapples you. So you will take.
Can someone get squiggles, please?
Ooh, you take 6 points of piercing damage as the teeth sink just into the crevice of your armour.
What?
And you just feel a little tear of flesh.
Oh, I should have sorted that out from last time.
As the creature wraps around you and begins to try and pull you underneath the water. And that is the eel's go. Amaryllis, you go.
Your ride is in danger.
So yeah, from where you are at the moment, on top of the shoulders, you can see that you see Fenrir get attacked, get bit by the eel, and then it wrap around, and you see Fenrir kind of almost begins to get pulled deeper beneath the waters as the body sort of jolts down. So you kind of lose a little bit of leverage, but you can see the eel wrapped around Fenrir.
So I can use 2 weapon fighting. Apparently, I've got written down here.
2 weapon fighting. Yeah, you can if you want.
So I've got 2 daggers,
Yeah.
one in each hand. Stab,
Well,
stab.
you need to use a bonus action to swap them out again, so you could only stab once anyway.
Do I? Mm-hmm.
Listen to the bearded man.
I know.
He
knows
knows
the
many.
rules.
He knows many things of dungeons.
He is wise in the ways of the
One
dungeon.
second.
Yeah.
So I have to swap my weapon.
So use a bonus action to.
You still get 1 stab.
Yeah.
So you'll get 1 attack with 1 dagger.
Yeah, but if I'm only getting 1 dagger out, does that mean I have to put away my bow?
That's
or can
right.
I still have that out?
No,
It's
no,
a
you will have
single-handed
to. You kind of.
crossbow, so yeah, I had it.
No, it's not.
No, it's a
bow.
short bow.
Oh, sure, but yeah, you can spell that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have to swing it sort of back over your shoulder.
Right. And yeah, 1 dagger.
But you got a sneak attack as well.
Yes.
She would do.
You'll do it.
You literally on that
hit. Yes, exactly. That's
Yes,
why
I do
small
have
rogues are
sneak
the
attack.
best. Ride ally.
Oh,
Life
I only got
good.
4, so I'm not going to hit it anyway.
You got 4.
Plus.
Okay, then no. So as you
Efficiency is 2, so
you slash down with your knife, trying to get the eel, but as the jolt from Fenrir as he sort of plunges deep into the waters, you just kind of lose your kind of like balance slightly, and just mistime your slash down and just miss the eel. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I can do anything. I could disengage, which would mean that I jump off
Yeah, you jump off Fenrir and you would jump
Fenrir.
into the water.
into the water.
Halt.
I don't know which is the.
It's up to you.
I'm going to stay put.
You're gonna stay on the shoulders, yeah?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
As long as I don't fall over, it would give you a better
Yeah.
place to be for me.
Because
But
you don't
even
wanna
if
get
you're
pinned underneath
flat,
Fenrir.
I'm
Yeah.
still going to be.
Well, not if you're underneath him when he goes over.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm on the shoulders. I'm in a good place. I'm probably just going to fall off of your shoulders if I was to land in the water. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so Zeal, over to you.
Time to sacred flame the fucker.
Okay.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
With
At
course.
disadvantage.
With double disadvantage. With all the disadvantage in the whole world.
Yeah, okay. I would have passed, but with disadvantage it fails.
Good. That's 1d8
Kill them.
damage plus 1d6 necrotic damage as well. Isn't that nice?
Good
That lovely.
and evil.
Up to 7 and then. Oh, that's really good. That is a 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
7 points of it is radiant and 6 points of it is necrotic damage.
Okay, killing blow.
Oh, thank
Poof,
you.
goodbye,
Fucking
eel
Okay,
bastard.
so you hit radiant damage, and this big beam just smashes down into the waters, and then you see little bits of the giant eel just begin to float up in pieces, and then all is very calm once more.
Good, good.
Thank you, my friend.
He's not the only one who can clean shit off people.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Is Squiggles
Yes.
okay?
Squiggles seems okay. He's like you said, holding on to your hair, still clutching. You wading in the pool that you're in. You see just about 5 feet away. It looks like you can pull yourself out and be on a more like natural stone tunnel.
Let's say we get out of here now, and then maybe get Norman to give us all a little bit of a
Spruce.
Yeah.
clean.
Especially around my bite.
yes, and Norman's covered in turds.
Has a beard
I
full of
nearly got
shit.
turds in my wonderful hair.
Little turds stick out of the beard.
The only thing that survived was my single mustard stain.
You
Permanent
never work
stain
that
of
out.
shit.
That's a permanent stain there.
Yeah,
Just
so
stains
pull all the
and
way up, I suppose. Is it like a higher plateau out of the water?
It's just a very short. You can just pull yourself out. It's not too bad. You obviously give a hand to Amaryllis and help her out.
Yeah.
And beach onto it like a shit-covered seal.
Yeah,
Just
you,
flop
you
around.
feel like caked with sewer water and horrible yuckiness of all manner of kind of discarded
This
trash.
spider lady better give
Bits
us some
of
good
Daehoon.
information.
She'll be like, it's in a cave.
It's in the marshes of madness. You already fucking know that, you stupid bitch.
I think the best thing's going to be when she says something dumb like catch her house on fire. And I just bar the door shut.
I see you getting with a petrol gun. I'm not afraid to use
I
this.
just hear her screams of her children dying. as I'm looking through the stained window, and you guys are like, oh,
Burn them all.
lost it. I'm like, burn them all.
Jesus Christ!
Peter Torm's invented the flamethrower, I
He
see.
has no place here.
He's collected gas from the sewer.
I'm just standing like this,
The flamethrower.
flamethrower through the window, just like, I am your messiah.
I'm here to cleanse you.
Cleansing flames! So, I clean everyone's shit off them.
Yeah, okay. After a short while,
You
yeah,
just line up and we're like,
Yeah, I'm using the one like a pressure washer.
yeah, basically.
I feel better.
I'm glad I've been wearing the goggles the entire time.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
oh, shit in their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody
Pink
wants
eye for all.
it. So I know we've got up onto this rather large,
Pink.
small plateau. Where is it going?
Okay, so you well, it looks like it veers off towards the left.
Then we go left.
To the left we go.
I think we'll go have a look.
It
at
looks
the
like you can.
corner.
It looks like you
to
can
the left.
continue on. It's like a very long passageway. Like goes off further than your night
Torch lit,
your
wasn't
even
it?
night vision will.
Pretty sure
300
that torch
feet.
is-
Yes, even further than
That's
300
pretty far.
feet.
That's a pretty big passage.
Yeah, it's a long passageway.
No torches.
No torches.
No,
Right, it's time for everyone to see in the dark.
no sconces.
You'll have 300 feet of dark vision.
Very,
Congratulations.
very.
See everything.
Yeah, we'll take him up on the
Yeah,
Shades
you do
of
it.
black and
Yeah,
white.
dark vision.
Okay. You you press on. You follow through on the long passageway, and
I think I swallowed some of that water.
there's a
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
there's a horrible putrid stream that flows
I
around.
mean,
your
technically, he
boots.
could clean that water and we could drink it.
No, I could not. That is a different spell.
It's kind of clean, it.
Purify.
Well, you can make it taste like normal water.
Yeah, I can make it taste.
It wouldn't be good for us.
we can't purify water here, can we?
Not tried.
I thought
Well,
I thought we talked about
you
it.
clarified that in the first episode.
But you didn't try. But no, I did say that you know that supposedly you can't.
Yeah.
Create water and...
We can't create it or purify it.
That's
can we?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
don't
yeah,
leave the
moving
When,
on.
I don't
down-
think we're foolish enough to try one of the well-known facts of the world.
Don't drink shit
Yeah.
water.
So moving
That's like,
down
that's
through
what I'm saying. You can drink
Well, I can
battery acid
purify water
once.
I can do it.
down the
I don't want
300 down the 300 passageway.
Yeah. You
Is there weird stuff on the
you
sides
carry
or
on. And the little putrid stream that's just beneath your boots, it's just a very shallow little
Just a
grimy
trick
water.
shit now.
It continues as you travel
more of
for,
a
around
smear.
this passageway. Well, you're travelling left and right at this point for what seems to be about 25 minutes. of just constant walking in this dark
trudging.
dampness.
Great.
And I do need each of you to give me a...
Shit test.
Not a shit test. I need you to give me a constitution to roll, please.
Literal shit test.
Banter.
I get fucking +6 on that shit because I'm on your feet.
Oh yeah,
I
forget
needed
sorcerer's
+6 on that
guys.
because
22.
16.
Okay.
Funny enough, being in
18.
the shit.
Okay.
What did you get?
You got 1. What did you get?
Pukes his guts up.
I got 2.
Okay. So there's you 3. Great, you will pass. You
love
find
this,
you press on. The other 2 of you, because it's of where you are in the sewers, you each suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, that's all right.
Happy days.
I'll take that.
Fucking hell, that's extreme. Not
Isn't
even
it?
just the poisoned condition. No, it just skips us straight to them dying mildly.
1 point of exhaustion. Yeah.
Rid of it.
Great. So
Just put nice worth it.
I suppose, yeah, technically you'd be struggling to breathe and whatever.
Yeah.
No
Well, it's
oxygen and
just
stuff in it.
yeah, it's just.
It's fine. Only 5 more of those.
It's alright. Bit
just
by
die.
shit, you're all feeling a bit tired.
What if you have
Having a good day.
5 points of exhaustion?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
Well,
die?
6, but yeah. So
Jesus.
And you have to long rest to get rid of the fucking things as well.
you have to long rest to get rid of 1.
Yeah.
So don't get more.
So while you're down in this place, yeah, might be a little bit different to other sewers you've encountered, but for every hour you're down here, you'll need to make
Constitutional
a
saving
Constitution saving throw.
throw. Jesus.
Okay. No more ones.
We haven't had any. We haven't seen any vents
We
or
didn't
breathers or
prepare to
anything,
come
have we?
down
Not down
here
this far,
at
no.
all.
Didn't think
Is
that
it
was gonna be
getting
this
deadly,
deadly,
or is it levelling off?
You seem to be going
Because we
deeper at
got
this point.
down, and then the water.
Yeah, then
was-
it
Oh,
then
I
it
didn't realise
was
that. I got provision.
straightened out.
I got in.
But as you've been going down this further passageway, it has veered slightly
That's fine.
sloped, so you are
good.
slowly
So we
going
are
deeper.
slowly descending.
Yeah.
Okay.
After another few minutes, you come to which looks like a T-junction. And you notice that one tunnel seems to be heading off to the left, and the other tunnel to the right.
Which smells fresher?
Honestly, neither smells fresher.
Probably can't even tell that because all you can smell is shit.
Yeah, but you've been through those waters.
We're left or right. We've got, how much dark vision do we have?
300 feet.
Which one ends quicker than the other one? If that makes sense. Does one come to a dead end faster than the other one?
So it.
T-junction, left and right. Looking left, how far to the end?
Okay, so looking to the left, give me a perception roll if you're looking left. Well, I'll say.
Oh, look, one way.
I would say for left, and right. Yeah, give me a perception roll.
That's the easiest way to do it,
20.
yeah.
20. Okay.
Perception. 13.
13. Okay, that's fine. So you see the left tunnel. You can hear you hear a lot of screeching sounds of rats in the distance.
Rats is good.
But it looks like it's another very long passageway, and you see another putrid stream that flows, which seems to continue from the direction that you were heading in initially. To your right, you see another long stretch of tunnel ahead of you, but the depths seem to grow darker there. But you don't hear any sounds of rats, it just seems quiet and devoid of sound.
Do I know rats is good? Because rats means food. Food means surface.
Yeah, technically rats is... You know,
Rats usually.
it's the first kind of real sign, other than the eels, is the
Yeah.
first
Follow
real
the
sign of
rats.
some sort of... yeah.
Okay.
They obviously know where they're going.
So you going to go left?
Follow the rats.
Someone could speak to animals, we could talk to the rats.
What we need
Are
is
there
a
any rats
sewer
there?
druid.
I'm going with
I am the druid of the sewers.
me personally. I'm going with left over right.
Well, I'm not going a different direction, so I'm going with you.
Yeah, we're not going to split.
No.
Let's follow the rats.
Let's not.
We're going with the rats.
I'm going to go with the rats. Okay. You head toward the left tunnel, and as you follow the long passageway and that putrid stream, the stream continues and travel for, it seems, another 15 minutes or so now, just down this long passageway. You notice that there's small pipes then that seem to open into a larger sort of area where you see a flurry of sewer waters that now tunnel and gather into a kind of semi-pool, and this area splits into two walkways, each containing a little narrow gap in which you can see that the tunnel itself continues. So it sort of splits. So it's just like two little tiny areas passageways you need to walk over to then connect back into the main tunnel.
Okay.
Does one look more stable than the other?
Not necessarily, no. They both look similar. Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm going to go first, and I will give Fenrir the end of my rope.
Just in case.
If I'm dying,
Pull me back in.
please say return.
Cool.
Thanks. I just hold on to the hook, not by the end, but like by the neck. I just trudge my way down through one side, say the left.
Okay, you take
I
that.
just trudge my way down through one side and see what happens.
Okay, so you have to pass through some of these large sewer pipes as well as you're passing over this way. So, give me a dexterity athletics.
It's his favourite.
Dexterity.
I'm
Athletics.
so nimble, and yet you asked me to do this.
Sorry, acrobatics. Sorry, not athletics.
The Lord, that's a 16.
Okay.
Like,
So as you begin to head over this passageway, you press yourself against a nearby wall as one of the small pipes then shoots a burst of sewage that just pumps into the stream beneath you. You see this smell of sickening foulness just almost makes you gag.
Someone's had diarrhea.
Curry night.
And peering into the waters, you see which looks like a severed hand just floats in the top.
Someone had a really bad curry.
It
That's
looks
not how
like,
you wipe.
looking a little bit closer at the hand, it looks like the actual hand itself was sort of gnawed off by some sort of sharp teeth.
just flow down.
It's a hand of a goblin.
It's moss drops.
Oh no!
He's
So-
being sent to us a piece at a time.
Okay,
There's a small
pressing
note attached
forward
to it.
what's in front of me.
Okay. You continue on, and the passage. So you go through the tunnel, and the passage itself twists along a deeper path now. The air is growing much colder, much staler, and you can see the debris of cloth and discarded and rotten food becomes more unbearable the deeper you traverse. You step over various rats that scurry and scavenge the various rotten food that drifts down the stream. So you feel like you've now hit the definite sort of sewer area where before you were descending, you're now definitely in the main sewer system that's beneath Jadizra.
On the right track. Maybe.
So I take it you've guided everyone your way.
Well, yeah.
Watch out for the shit.
They're literally just following
Yeah, no,
with the rope, if that makes sense.
You continue on, and eventually you see that the tunnel again seems to split. There's a left and a right turn once more. Glancing down the right access way, you can hear an ear-piercing screech of rats, while the left is silent other than a burst of cold air.
As I always used to say, stick with the rats. And then we just don't go right for the rats.
Yeah, I head right. Okay. You head right, and your boots send little tiny ripples in the water as you follow the sound of those screeching rats. You step over a few rats as they rush past you, ignoring you, but seemingly trying to evade from something up ahead.
They're running the other way.
They
Boy,
appear to be
rats.
running away from something.
Oh, there's the thing that we can just
So
calm
what's
down
the sound of the
and
thing that's
take
coming
care
towards us? Is it?
You hear like a sudden torrential screeching, as then you see a swarm of rats heading towards you, all in the tight confines of a sewer tunnel. It looks, this swarm of rats, they look scared, they look frightful as it pours and pours over you, just becoming like a tidal wave of rats.
so several million rats there.
Awesome.
Several million rats. And that's where we're going to hold it tonight.
Oh.
Nightmares for everyone then.
Oh, that was a dirty episode.
Very dirty.
Dirty.
Filthy.
Get to meet the rat lord.
Yeah. King of the rats.
Everybody at home, quickly Google a rat king. You'll thank me later.
It'll make you stop voting Tory, though.
Boris, king of the rats.
Boris, King of the rats.
Join us next week where we're doing more politics.
Yeah. Oh. That could. This could either end terribly.
Are we all going to die in the sewer?
Or not so
Well,
terribly.
I'll just cast a single spell and kill all of them.
Death to rats.
Just one Tasha's Caustic Brew, straight down the middle.
Clear a path.
Turn them all into slurry.
Is that or I'm just going to get the moonbeam and just go down through. Boom!
Do both. Really purge the rats.
That's cleaning the sewer out.
So much sewer.
Question is, what do rats run away from?
Acid.
Or it might be a pickle with like greyish blue hair.
It might be.
Could be a rat exterminator himself.
A great pickle lord.
Yeah, this place is horrible.
Yeah, it's not very nice, if I'm honest.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out next time. What happens on Charnel of Somnelence?
Next time on Sewage Salvages.
Tune in next time to see how much
Are you
shit
flushing
will go
away your
inside of our
profits?
body.
Because
I'll
we
find a
are.
ring on that fucking 7M, don't they? That's worth loads of money.
It's all been worth it.
We've only all died of dysentery.
That's why Fenrir can take care of that.
Yeah.
Just me. Covered in rats.
Right. Thanks so much, everyone. Join us next time on Charnel of Devonity. Don't forget to like, support the stream, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. See you next time. Be safe.
Bye.